we are going to be running through the adventure from the Dragon Stew book that I have right in front of me, and I have the PDF open as well, just for the extra bit of information that I may or may not need. There are 2 adventures in this book. We are running the first one now, and then in about 4-6 weeks maybe, I'll be running the other one. But this one tonight is the Trial of the Bookworm. You guys are
Not a rabbit stew.
No. You guys are an established party, and you guys are entering the town of Talaba, where they've recently had a few disturbances and issues with some creatures known as bookworms. And you are going to be a competing party going against up another competing party of local competitors from the town of Talaba to hunt, kill, cut, and prepare a meal for the judges that are going to be set before you. It's going to be a fairly straightforward task as you enter, as you guys are looking for a bit of extra flush funds to do whatever main story plot this party of adventurers is happening upon in the world that they are currently in right now, which is not going to be featured here because we ain't planned for that shit. But this is going to be a sizable sum of 7,000 gold to the winning party. Will it be you guys? I mean, there's only one way to find out.
Fight!
Well, let's move you guys to the town of Talaba, as you can see here. And you can see crowds flooding the streets, and it's almost a very jovial atmosphere as whatever they're doing, they're very much making an event of this. This is very festival-like. There is music being played by bards. There is people chatting. There are waitresses and barmaidens from the different taverns out on the streets with platters and carts, serving food and serving drinks, taking money. You guys push yourself to the main square and obviously sign yourselves up for the festivities of the day. And once you guys have settled yourselves in, after about an hour or so of carousing and chilling, do you guys want to quickly just introduce to us your characters, just names and who and what you are? So, shall we start with, as I pick on somebody, let's start with Pinkie Pie. So, Pinkie Pie, who is you? What is you?
I am a half-elf, human parent and elf parent. And my hair is nice and pink, and my mum always used to call me Pinkie Pie. So, I've grown up in that sort of life, but I've also enjoyed a bit of music, so I'm actually now a bard, so I'm quite looking forward to taking part in the festivities. But I always loved cooking with my mum, so that's where I get the pie from as well. So I loved pies.
And from one pie lover to maybe another, Edward? Are you a pie lover? And what are you?
No, meat. Or food. Food. I like food. All food. I am a goblin. I am a goblin ranger.
Okay. So far we have a half-elf and a goblin.
Yes.
Woodella, are you goblin? Or are you something else?
I'm a little mushroom lady.
Mm. She's playing one of the unique races from the Dragon Stew book, the Vegeling variant, the Mushroomling, I believe it's called, if I remember right.
Yes.
And I'm a baker.
Eat.
And no eat me. Thank you. And I like baking pies. It's my specialty.
So you and Pinkie Pie are probably the best of friends. Well done. Also, well done. Do you want to introduce yourself?
Well done, Danny.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, my name is Well Done. I am a dwarf barbarian. And I do like my steaks spicy, but especially well done.
So you and Petwood probably get along, although Petwood probably doesn't approve of the amount of burning you do to your meat. He probably likes his a little on the rare to / running side.
It's tender, is it?
Yeah. Petwood doesn't like his steak rare. He likes it running away.
I like it. The fear gives it flavour.
There you go.
The fear does give it flavour.
But, rare bit, Do you want to introduce yourself now?
I'm Rabbit, the Harrigan Ranger, and I like to do a baking on the side,
Nice.
So there'll be sweetness.
So you probably pitch in every so often when you're in a bit of a pie mood with Pinkie and Woodella. And probably also pitch in a little bit with like some of the meatier pies for Weldon and Petwood. But
yeah.
maybe just namesake or maybe not. The General, are you the leader of this rabble? Or are you just namesake?
You see before you a little kobold with like rugged leather armor, but underneath it it's like a strange white cowboy suit. And you see 2 kitchen knives strapped to his back and lots of pouches of different things. He is a butcher.
Nice.
Yeah, that's our next meal.
No, that's what we keep the rabbit around for.
Oh no, they're looking good. Oh no. Run rabbit. But
rabbit stew.
As you guys have kind of introduced yourselves to everyone watching, you guys, after signing up, are led behind the stage, which, for those looking, it's... Hang on, I'm
shift thing?
That right there. Yes. Right there. That is the stage behind the main manor of the town, and you guys are led into a small waiting area where food is there to be feasted upon. You can smell roasted devil mushrooms, giant boar ribs, even some giant deep sea crab legs, and amongst
that
other...
mushroom looks so rude.
After a while, you see another group enter, about 6 people or so. They all look relatively young, human for the most part. You can see a couple of people with elven features, and they're you kind of eye each other up for a moment as you kind of gauge the fact that these are going to be the Talabaz residents that are forming their own team to take upon this challenge. And not long following that, as you guys have like had this little awkward moment to observe each other. Oh, that is the wrong way I wanted to do it. You see a small halfling man approach you all, which the photo is uploading onto Roll20 right now, so you may see. As you see this man walking up to you.
He's not small, he's a giant.
He's fucking huge, let me tell you. He comes stomping in, buildings flying out the way, but then you realise he's actually a halfling. And you can see his wavy, like, hair, you can see the clipboard in front of him, and he's clutched to it quite well. You can see a shiny emblem on his lapel of a red rose, which also matches his sleeve to the side. And he will introduce himself to you all. Oh, right, so you all must be the travelling adventurers to take upon the challenge here. I will be your observer. Can't pull the token? Can't you?
No.
There you go.
Thank you.
I will be your observer, and I will be overseeing your work and making sure everything's done just right. And pleasantries, I'd imagine, would be exchanged rather than reintroducing your characters again. You guys would introduce yourselves. Is there any questions you would ask of me before you're presented?
What's the worst thing that someone's cooked here?
Oh. Well, I did overlook this one group that I think it was a pseudo-kraken. Not far from here in one of the nearby lagoons. It was a terrible accident. Some people were quite hurt in it, but they brought it back, they cooked it, and it was probably one of the better compliments that some of our judges have given.
Probably because they helped solve for him.
Oh, the reasons I don't know. That's for the judges. And then as he continues talking, you hear a loud shrill of a horn and trumpets, and he goes, "Oh, right. Go with
Wait, question.
Apologies. You've got to go with Gunther. He's going to take you up to the stage, and you're going to be presented to the audience for the day." And you can also see that another dwarven figure that's gone to the other group as well, and you guys have been taken up to the You guys are being guided to the stage, kind of corralled almost. Do you guys just go? Yes, I assume?
Yep.
Yeah,
I-
assume so.
Yeah.
I assumed then, just in case, I didn't want to, you know what I mean?
Nope. 2 cooked chicken legs, like 1 in each hand.
Oh, yeah, no, I mean, I imagine some of you would probably, like, shovel, like, a tray full into, like, a haversack or something for later use.
Oh yeah.
How high up is the stage?
From the floor, probably 7, 8 feet.
How big are the stairs? Like, can we get up them?
Oh,
So you have to take a look.
easily enough. The stairs aren't terribly steep. You especially being tiny, because you specified to ask to be tiny instead of small, would struggle.
That's all I remember.
I'd pick her up.
Yeah, it's good enough. Like, if Otto wanted to go up these stairs, which he's not, by the way, he could. But yes, you are all led to the stage, and the dwarves kind of pull the curtains aside and just go, after you. And you guys eventually are formed into a line, either side of a man that stood in the center. And you can see this man wearing regal reds and blues with long, flowing blonde hair as... Allow me, it's uploading once more. As you can see, a very well-groomed man stood in the center, looking rather prim and proper and with this huge grin as he's just got his arms behind his back. And you can kind of see, like, sometimes almost spawning out of nothingness, you can see these rose petals just dripping off his clothes as if like it's scales flaking off, and then they just drift to the bottom, and then as they hit the floor, they disappear and kind of go back up and then redo. As he's got this perpetual aura of, especially considering you guys are adventurers, probably pompous fucking shit.
That woman needs a shave.
I don't know, I just imagined, like, you know, the shoujo anime, like, glitter and everything. Fucking aura.
Yeah. You notice as well that the roses petals match the colour of the lapel that Otto was wearing, and he also is emblazoned in smaller places in more decorative and more impressive statements of the exact same symbol.
This must be a cook-off, not a bloody flower show.
And that is true.
It might be secret seasoning.
Season I might be able to acquire them.
So just in front of... Oh, go on. Carry on.
No, I'm guessing it gets drowned out anyway at this point, carry on.
Yeah, no, as you guys are brought out and you guys are put in lines either side, so to the guys left is you guys, to the right is the local constituents of the 6 members. You can see just in front of the man there is a dwarf who's holding what seems to be like a small wand at the moment, and everyone's cheering, and he kind of with a small flick will place it to his throat as the dwarven man begins to start talking.
Citizens of Calabar, is once again time for our most beloved tradition, cooking trial.
What was that?
I can't hear that.
That was a good attempt, Dan. A good attempt, Danny. We didn't like it.
What? Is it not working?
Yeah, it's not working.
The truck on the radio just like coming on.
Yeah, it's meant to be. It's meant to be like that, Liam.
Well, we didn't hear a single word of it.
We didn't hear what you said.
Okay, I will turn it off for now. Oh well, I tried to be fancy.
I told you.
It worked,
It's
fancy,
like-
but it was just...
It was a subway announcement. All I heard was Trafalgar, and that was it. Like,
Oh, bloody hell. Bloody tubes on strike again.
Anyway.
And he's muted himself.
Yeah. Well,
he's
anyway.
not playing anymore. We teased him too much.
Yeah, we've upset him.
Yeah.
Now, it's like, stuff you lot.
Oh, look, there's a Jurassic. You are now killing that thing. No, we don't deserve it.
No.
We're not worthy.
Lean front works better,
Right.
doesn't it?
So, anyway. So let me reopen everything now. You've ruined my flow.
Oh dear.
We haven't done anything.
No, he's not in this anymore, Liam.
Citizens of Talaba, it is once again time for our most beloved tradition, the cooking trial. We, Lord Forestieri, will of course be the judge in this culinary battle once again. The cooking trial is a time of joy and celebration in our dear town of Talaba. We must not forget, however, the purpose of our celebration to keep evil beasts at bay. This present terrified rumblings amongst our populace has compelled us to summon the most valiant heroes this year. Earlier than usual, since the current threat here lies underneath. Reports of horrible beasts have taken residence in the lower levels of our beloved town library. They have reached our ears, and they are called bookworms, and they are known to be extremely dangerous. We, therefore, ask our intrepid adventurers to hunt down these beasts and cook them for us in this year's cooking trial. The assigned recipe that our fighting cooks will use this year is simple: bookworm stew. We have never held a cooking trial within our own beloved town, but the gravity of this situation requires us to act quickly as possible to ensure there is no more knowledge lost. The teams will have exactly 3 hours to hunt the monsters and cook them. Without further ado, let us meet the 2 teams of adventurers that will hunt down those horrible beasts and compete against each other in this culinary battle. To my right, we have a group of local townsfolk and people that soon are to be heroes of this realm, or at least that's what they claim to be. Please welcome the Talabanian troop, and the kind of gestures to the group that you guys are going to be up against. And there is a lot of raucous cheer and stuff, considering these are the local lads. These are the ones that are gonna do it for the town's pride. And you'll notice as the teams are being introduced, Otto will rejoin at the side of you. He'll join on the far right of your line, next to Forestry, and another a lady will join the other team. And to my left, we have a interesting group from those that hail from places far away, long and wide, and people that are doing great work elsewhere in this realm. We have the... Sorry, and he'll kind of take the wand away and the amplification stops. What's your guy's name again? You don't... Do you have a name?
How about the Dream Crushers?
The Eaters!
Right. We have the Dream Crusher Eaters. And he will gesture his hand to you. And there is reception, there is claps, there is applause, there is cheers, but then it's kind of a bit... They're a bit confused, because you guys, looking left to right at you guys, you are a extremely unusual bunch.
Wow.
I am literally like, I still have like, I have like half like the second chicken leg like in front of my mouth. I have paused a bite and I am just laughing behind it.
So, is there anything you guys wish to do on stage as to flourish, or you guys just standing there stoned and just, yeah, that's fucking us.
Yeah.
The general will be licking his eyeballs.
Yeah, because the thing is, you notice that Forestry is kind of looking at you guys almost expectantly. Like,
I would stand up and go, ladies and gentlemen, have no fear. I will create the beautifulest banquet of them all that will feed everyone.
Yeah.
And my companions here will assist where possible.
I will cast light, so you know, like those underground mushrooms that kind of light up under their canopy, so they cast like a beautiful kind of spotlight on Pinkie.
Yeah. So you got neon underlights, like what you see on like a modded car or something. Nice. And you guys will notice that the little moments of flourish like that, Forestry just kind of give like a golfer's clap, and he's impressed, he's amused. Oh, well, I must say, it looks like we have some interesting people here this year, and I hope that you're all ready to impress me and bring back the finest ingredients and do what you can to save the beloved library in all of its glory, amongst other things, and put on a great show. Well, without further ado, Observers, take your teams backstage, get them prepared, and guards, clear the route for the library. I'm sure these adventurers and local lads would like to get ready as soon as possible, as the timer will be starting in 3 minutes. Be ready. And then as he's finished that small announcement, he doesn't use the wand like the dwarven figure does in front of him. He's very loud and he produces his voice very well. You guys are taken backstage, and you can see immediately the other observer leaves her troop, the local team, to come directly over to your guys, where Otto's just getting ready to start talking to you, and then he kind of side eyes this elven woman, looks late 30s with long white hair and like pale, graceful skin, and you can kind of just see that, oh no, as she comes walking over. So this is the team that you're going to be leading this year, Otto? I would have thought you've given up by now. No? And then Otto will respond, well, this year's might be different. Hopefully these all look very... And he kind of looks at the general who's licking his eyeball. Capable. I'm sure they have... We have an equal team. Putting in things will be... And she laughs at him. Please, Otto, this is what, the 8th team that you've brought? Do you not remember what happened to the last team that you had here last year? I'm surprised they keep your office by now at this point. Well, I suppose good luck to you then. And to the... And she kind of looks over to the team, and to the Dream Crusher Eaters, good luck. Unfortunately, you're going to need it with this one in charge. Do you guys respond at all?
Thanks.
I think you can either do a block knock, not yours.
Oh, I do like a challenge. I would upload her image, but unfortunately the book doesn't have one of this person, as she kind of like flicks the hair slightly and kind of adjusts her waistcoat a little bit and walks away very...
Hello? Can anyone hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I've been trying to ask to do something for about 5 minutes. Sorry.
You was not coming through. What was it you'd like to do? No, it's all right.
Before she leaves, can like the rest of the group see this kind of greenish kind of fat cat kind of walk behind her, so that when she turns to go, she'll just trip over?
I'm gonna make it. I'll make a dex check. I'll make a dex check.
Please.
Yeah. No.
Cat does cat. Oh.
It still causes a reaction. She just kind of stumble, as it's more of like her foot hits it, but rather than tripping over, because the cat's not very light, the cat kind of jostles out the way. Do you know what I mean? She's like, oh, I'm sorry, little one. And she'll squat down slightly and just give him a little scritch. You must be more careful. Nearly kicked you there. And she'll kind of just and like she'll notice, because it's a mocat, like she's got that green tea powder all on her hands, like, thank you. And she kind of says that with a bit of a grimace of like, ew, but at the same time. She was being nice until it powdered her.
And then it rubs kind of along her legs and her ankles, so there's just green tea powder all over like the bottom half of her trousers.
Yeah, she kind of she does attempt to hot step it away. And goes to her group, and then you see her talking with her team that she's overseeing, and there is slight gestures made, and Otto just responds, I'm sorry, she's normally a lot nicer than that, but yes.
I'd say I finished the bit of the chicken now, so I just get the bone and just kind of just look at it and just crack it, and it's like, do you want me to make a joke on this?
No. She's lovely, really. She means well. She's trying to make me better by being a bit bullyish, as it were.
The last one, then.
By being a bitch.
She means well, but please.
If she steals my 5 secret spices and herbs, I'll gut her.
But no, that's Miss Bagel.
Miss Bagel.
That's literally her name. I will put it in the chat for you. Her full name is Helena. Helena Bagel. Spelt exactly like that, as the book tells me.
No wonder
No,
why
I was-
she's got a hole in
I'm gonna put that hole there.
it.
So no, I don't make these puns. The book made them for me. But, so, yes, as you've all heard, and you're going to be going into the library, and you're going to be tracking down the bookworm. We know there's multiple in there, so the other team will be doing the same, and you kill it and bring it back, or at least pieces of it that you intend to make the bookworm stew. When you return, there will be the recipe there for you all to follow, so you don't have to think of a recipe, and all other ingredients will be provided.
Why, thank you.
Yes. Well, so far the doors are all sealed and shut, so it'll be a case of we'll let you inside and reseal the doors until you give a passphrase to re-unseal the doors, which I will give to you just before you enter, so you don't forget. As there is one worm, as far as we're aware, in the east wing and one in the west. You all will be taking the west wing, while Helena's team will be taking the east. Is there any questions about what's in there that you might need to know?
Not yet.
Oh, one worm.
You only need to hunt the one, yes.
How many are there?
2. And the other team will be hunting the second one.
How big are these things?
We haven't had a direct report, but I know they're relatively big. A lot bigger than most creatures.
Do they come pre-marinated?
No. Maybe.
Oh.
I don't know, actually.
That's what the fear is for.
I trust you all, once you're in there, will have more than enough ability. The only thing I will warn is that the library's security is very, very strong. So do be careful when going through, not to trigger those on top of the beings in there. I haven't worked in there, so I don't know what it is. But I've been warned and told to tell you all that the security is still active.
How dangerous are these bookworms?
They're sending us.
We had to seal off the entire library and evacuate it. They, from what we were told, were very dangerous. But that's why capable adventurers like yourselves have come, right?
Yes. Of course. Just wondering if there's any tips or advice that gives us the edge on attacking these things.
I unfortunately have no information on the actual creature itself. The only information I can give you is about the trial generally, and the information about the library, the bits I do know. Apologies.
No, deactivate traps.
We couldn't. That was for the librarian to do, and though she's gone missing.
Oh.
Couldn't the town's guard perhaps deal with the traps?
Well, they're inside the library, and they didn't want to enter because of the creature. And again, the same dwarven figure that corralled you guys will come over and go, right, so you guys ready to head to the library now? Good.
I guess, yeah.
Follow us. You can still ask questions to your supervisor on the way. And you guys will then begin the 2-3 minute walk to the large red building in the center of town, which you can see on the Talaba map.
I'm guessing the dwarf site is local to the town anyway.
Yes, there's a lot of a lot of the buildings are dwarven construction and dwarven make. They are very sturdy and stone. But you can also see that there's a lot of influence from other races and other racial cultures mixed in, but it's heavily influenced by dwarves. And you guys are
have any idea?
Oh, go on.
I say, do you have any idea on the library's security?
Me? No. I do guard duty mostly, as well as looking after and moving you all when large crowds are here. The people you'll want to ask about that is anyone who worked in the library. And you guys are walking through the streets now, and you can see that basically, like stewards and staff, that they've created like pathways for the teams to walk through. As there is a lot of crowds, and like there's a lot of talk and cheers and like just general applause and stuff, and a couple of people like shouting well wishes to you all and good lucks, and like even a couple of people following suit to what Forestry does, and he's like, there's some flowers being given to you all for like tokens of luck and things like this, as you all pass through the streets heading round to the front of the library, where Forestry is now stood between the two doors on his left and right, and basically the building's got like a V shape, and you guys are in the crook of the V, and like so as like the two doors like almost opposite each other but not quite, as you guys ascend the stairs and approach and wait. Well, it looks like all of you are just about ready. I hope your supervisors have taught you well and given you all the information it is that you'll need to complete this trial. For the timer will be starting in but a moment, so please, supervisors, open your doors. And you'll see that they will give instructions to some guards to start removing nails and boards that have currently like across these. Right, so when you get back to the door, you're going to have to use the password, jumping juiceberries. That'll give me the key to know that you're ready to leave. Is that understood?
Jumping gooseberries, got it.
Yes.
And I make sure I
Jumping juiceberries.
Good. And you would imagine on the other side of the aisle that Helena would be doing just the same, as she's also instructing kind of, but she's doing, whereas Otto was like, can we please get the boards removed, please? The team would be ready to go. Helena's a bit more, come on, let's get these off, let's get the group in. She's very much more commanding and bolshy. But the final boards are removed from each side of the door. Forestry produces a small pocket watch. Well, both teams are ready. The doors are unsealed. Adventurers, townsfolk, fans alike, the trial will begin now. And he will click a button on the pocket watch and flip it shut as the doors on both sides both swing open and you guys step forward.
The general like pull both his knives out, like short swords, and charge in. Like.
Longbow at the ready.
Okay. You all charge in, kind of weapons ready, as directly to your right you see a desk with a chair, and this room is empty. This room is eerily quiet. Libraries are supposed to be quiet. This is even too quiet. The doors close, and as they do, it drowns out the sound of the crowd, and that kind of goes, and then you can hear the tacking of the nails, and then eventually that stops as you all enter this room, and you can see 6 freestanding rows of books and bookshelves, and directly opposite you can see a sealed metal gate. And like I said, you can see directly to your right, you can see what looks to be the librarian's desk. The room is seemingly empty for now. Obviously, if you guys want to, I'll drag you on, Ben, because I know you are having issues.
Oopsies, please.
Yes, you can have oopsies, but if everyone else don't mind dragging themselves on the bottom of the screen, that would be hugely fucking appreciated. Thank you.
Hugely.
Yeah, Ben, I assume, although you can't drag yourself on, can you move yourself?
Yeah, it's
okay,
weird.
That's weird, yeah. But this room is definitely quiet. The windows to your left, the stained glass windows, and you can just see the sun beaming through outside. What are you guys doing? As you now know, you have 3 hours. That's including getting the food on the plate.
Mm-hmm. Once Rabbit gets back over here because he decided to run straight to the fuck there.
Password desk.
Hash. We're hunting. And I will cast Password Without a Trace.
Okay.
Nice. We need to check for traps as we go along.
Yeah, I said check the desk, the librarian's desk. If
Right
anyone...
after
But,
find
they-
traps, please.
You want to test? Do what? Sorry. Oh, find traps.
Cast find traps. Yeah.
Wait, sorry, 1 second. Out of character. Are you a cleric as well? Do we have 2 clerics? First time ever. Okay, cool.
I'm a ranger.
No, he's a ranger.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Cool.
You cast find traps, and in this room, nothing pings as a trap towards you. You don't sense anything wrong in this area around you. As Petwood, as the find traps goes out, Petwood, small bit of shadow and shade. Like the shade grows very slightly and swells all around you on the floor. As Password Without a Trace is produced.
Danny,
Yes.
just a quick question. I presume the party's in like another hallway similar to this.
You would assume so. You guys are in the west wing, they're in the east.
East.
You would assume that their library room they entered is similar, but you have no basis.
Yeah.
You have currently no connection or ability to communicate with those. You would only hope that they're doing good work, or bad, actually, because that would mean you're doing good.
Yeah.
Right then, well, we need to get moving, regardless.
Yes. Grab bait. Let's go.
Yeah, let's send the mushroom in first. Only kidding.
No. Bookworm. Grab books. Bait.
Oh.
Rabbit, get off me.
Right, let's. I would like to go to the first table and have a look at that.
Yes, as you see a large bookshelf filled with books, and you can see that this looks to be all books on like farming and tending to livestock.
Do any look damaged, bitten, eaten, ripped up, dashed about? What?
No more wear than you would immediately unless you want to physically flick through the books. The immediate onset is the books look relatively okay. You can see a number of books have scattered and fell onto the floor as people have left in a hurry, and it's created like a general clutter, but books look no more well-worn than you would have expected.
Oh, we got a hunter in the group, haven't we?
Yes.
Yeah. Do you want to go and start searching then? And this is your job. This is what you excel at.
Has it done anything to the books?
Well, that's your job. You know what you're looking for. Go for it.
I will come over and investigate the book then.
Right back.
No worries. Do an investigation check for me, please. I will say with advantage because it sounded like Pinkie was helping.
Investigation.
Okay. It takes a few seconds to just quickly flick through some of the books. Like you open it, thumb the pages, open it, thumb the pages. The books look absolutely fine.
Take the book, put it in a pouch.
Yep. You have a book on cow breeding and
I
milking.
have no idea. I have no care.
Fair enough.
Bait. Its name is Bait now.
Okay, fair enough. Anyone, Rose, I know I did hear you speak a couple times, but obviously you were a little quiet. What is it you wish to do?
I would like, because I was told that I was going first, I'll just kind of move towards the other door. Very slowly. Just across the floor.
That's absolutely fine. You start making your way and you just go right to the very end, I assume.
Should I just keep going?
Yep. And as you get to the steps here, the stone steps, stop there, please. Allow me to just bring it up. The large construct, the gate itself, springs to life.
Ooh.
It is blocking the door, and its eyes kind of just flash for a moment as you can see the sunflower-esque face. The eyes kind of flash with a blue. Please produce password for the private section.
We need some words. Please.
Head over to the librarian's desk.
Can I just shout egg after that?
You shout egg.
Yeah.
Incorrect. Beginning defense protocol. Please answer security questions. Question 1. What is the gestation period of a milk cow? 2. What is the melting point of iron? 3. What is the common wild berry of Talibanese region? And you will notice that the gate will start to flare very, very slightly.
We know any of these?
I am going to need initiative.
Oh no.
Providing a wrong answer triggers this. Liam, congratulations!
Yay.
We
Hang on,
sacrificed.
whoa. Why is Cyrus and the Void Dragon here?
Hang on. I need to delete the old ones.
Oh, no.
Get out of the fucking list.
Having the dragon again, aren't we?
There we go.
Roll again.
Yes, roll it again, but obviously just re-enter it for me, please. Apologies.
I go down to 11 now.
16.
I want to. Let me go down. There we go.
Oh dear.
Okay, so is everyone in?
Sorry. No. There we go.
I'm just going to roll a simple d20 for the gate guardian, who gets -4.
Yeah.
That is the single lowest
initiative we've ever seen.
It has a -5 dex.
Yeah, it has a 1 dex.
Yeah.
Somebody's not in the initiative, by the way.
We got general. We got. It's going to be Carl because he had to run, didn't he? So what we'll do is I will roll for him, and never mind, he's back. Welcome back. Cracking fucking timing that was, because I was going to roll it for him and then just okay, never mind. So as we click the descending button at the top of the turn order, Petwood, you can hear the Gate Guardian roar to life at the incorrect answer, and you can see parts of it flare with this slight heat radiating from it. What are you doing?
You idiot. Can I try and make a nature check to see if I can remember anything about the berries in this area?
Yes, by all means. I would say, with a 20, which is pretty damn good, you would probably... You could narrow it down to one of two. And you're unsure because you don't really spend too much time in the Talibanese region. You kind of travel through it. But you're pretty damn sure it's either the thornberry or the burrowberry. You cannot remember which one it is. But you know it's definitely... You know 100%... Definitely one of them two, but which fucking one is it? Is there any, and you kind of think it's probably something around here that can help. I will give you that as a bonus action because you kind of stand there for a second and have a ponder. Do you know what I mean?
Thornberry, burrowberry, one of the two. Yes, no. What can I get? What is it? Is there anything in this book? Pull out Bates and start flipping through it.
The book you have at the moment is all about looking after dairy cows and breeding them.
Yeah, so I flick through it and can I roll investigation?
You certainly may.
Yeah. Nothing about berries in here. I probably am paused right on the page for the cow
Yeah.
gestation answer. But
Yeah. So what it was, because what it is, you guys are in the because you and Pinkie Pie are studying the domesticated animals section, and you're thumbing through this book called Milking It: A Comprehensive Guide to Fascinating World of Lactating Mammals. But the problem is, you're looking for the answer for the berry question, and you're not. You know what I mean? The bit of a wires cross there.
Very.
Nope, the answer's not coming to you there. General bet.
It's the general, but people would get confused. Because I think he's doing the berry question. I'm going to be like doing nature check for cow gestation.
Okay. Just again, I'll do it as a bonus action.
Ugh.
You have, you know, cow titties leak milk when they're breeding, but that's about it. Like, you have no fucking idea how long.
I'll try and find like the animal section then,
which is right in front of the Pinkie Pie and Petwood.
Okay, I guess I'll do perception. Try and find. I'll just be like cow book.
Investigation, please. Okay. You don't see a book on the shelf that would necessarily help, but one thing you do notice is Petwood is thumbing through the book again, Milking It: A Comprehensive Guide to the Fascinating World of Lactating Mammals. You feel like that book could have a good answer in there.
I'll start while and gesticulate. Not berry cow book.
Okay.
Cow book.
So you start screaming cow book at Petwood.
Yeah.
I just kind of look down, see it's got cows in it. It's like,
and by chance, because of the investigation and you two working together, you happen to be on the page where it's like a fold-out page section of like a mother cow and its calves, and you can see like what it is. It's like a sketched picture, and then underneath there's like little blurb bits of text, and you notice that it mentions that typical gestation length runs from 279 to 287 days.
79 to 280 was that?
87.
Yeah, that's one. But as you two conclude your turn,
I'll just scream cow question. Cow question done.
Woodella, you see this gate and you can see the tips of the fence. They start some like little darts of like fire start coming off and then swirling round, almost ready to fire at people when its turn comes. What are you doing?
Do I know any of the questions, like the berry question? I assume that berries and vegetables and fruits and stuff are kind of my jam, quite literally, because I bake pies. But do I know anything about it? Because I kind of like.
I will allow a nature check.
You sure, nature?
Well, a berry is nature.
I know. Ooh! That wasn't meant to be with advantage, but 19?
We always take the left one anyway, and I'll respect the natural 20 in that. You kind of get, again, like similar to Petwood, you kind of get it in your head and you narrow it down to 2, and it's like, it's definitely one of these fucking 2. And you either think it's the star pickle fruit, or it's the burrow berry, and you're not sure which one it is.
Oh, God.
You know it's definitely one of these 2, but you don't know which one. It's either star pickles or it's burrow berries.
Oh, dear. I'll start, like, edging away and go to this bookcase that's closest to me and have a look at what books are there, then.
Make an investigation check for me, please.
Yeah. I'm not very good at it. That's 2.
This particular section is about loom work and quilting, and unfortunately you do waste your time as you eventually come to the conclusion that there is nothing here that is of use.
Yeah. Okie dokie.
Rabbit, being the one that triggered this defense system, what are you doing?
I'll go to this bookshelf over here And look for books
Sacrificial
on...
wabbit. Sacrificial wabbit.
And then look for books on metal.
Okay. So yeah, make an investigation check.
Oh, I'm quite good at these. Never mind.
Someone needs to be.
You find yourself, like, you go to this bookshelf hoping for it to be the metalworking section, and it's actually the nature, living, and foraging section. You do find an interesting book, though, called The Lazy Forager, All You Need to Know About Avoiding Farming for the Rest of Your Life.
Ooh.
But that is your turn.
You have a bag with me, I might put it in my bag.
Yeah, I'll say with your investigation check, you can grab the book. That's about it.
Yeah, I've got a backpack, I'll stick in the backpack.
Well done. Are you well done?
Oh, yes. Damn rabbit. But you should give you the gates for rabbit stew.
What are you doing?
What's the state of the librarian's desk?
It's slightly dishevelled, but it's relatively in order. There are papers across it. On the other side, there are drawers. You can see, and there's like an ink and quill.
Okay, I'm going to move over to the desk and start looking through all the papers and that, see if there's anything gives us a clue about the gate.
Go for it.
Or one of the questions.
Roll me an investigation check, please.
I love how he's asking for he's trying to look on the librarian's desk for the password when we already know we're already being out working on the recovery questions.
You notice as you pull out some of the drawers, as you pull out the top drawer, nothing. You pull out the middle drawer, nothing. Pull out the bottom drawer and there's nothing, but as you go to slam it back, you notice that something's jamming it and it won't go back in, as the middle drawer had a false bottom. And it's come, as you kind of slammed it with a bit of gusto, kind of in a bit of frustration, it come loose slightly and dropped down a little bit. And so as you've gone to push it back in, it's hitting. And as you kind of pull it out to see what's wrong, you see this slip of paper fall. And written on it is the word Burrowberry Pie.
I'll shout this across the party. Burrowberry Pie. Is that any of the answers to the questions?
Answers the question must be burrowberries.
Yeah.
So we have two.
Sword!
Now we need metal.
Pinkie Pie. What are you doing?
High phase.
Assuming he's still here and he's able to do his turn.
I don't know why we are talking like this.
Because it is entertaining.
Why are we shattering?
I think Carl is MIA, so what we'll do is we'll skip his turn, but we'll come back to it. So, fortunately, it is the Gate Guardian's turn.
Uh-oh.
As these fire darts become animate. Oh!
He's back! He's alive!
Sorry, I was here. I just didn't realise my mic wasn't working. Sorry.
Okay, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
Like I said, I have no idea what hell happened because I wasn't there for it. But
Liam,
the Gate
Liam
Guardian
happened.
wanted a question, and Liam, as a joke, shouted egg, which triggered the self-defense mechanism because it was the wrong question. It is now demanding 3 security questions be answered, which the party feel confident in the fact that they've found 2. I'll repeat the questions. The questions are, what is the gestation period of a milk cow, the melting point of iron, and the most common wild berry of the Talibanese region?
I'm going to say to the Gate Guardian, we don't really need to answer these questions because we do work here and we are officials.
Incorrect.
I'm going to use my persuasion, please.
Okay. Roll persuasion.
We're in trouble.
Incorrect.
You can't persuade Gareth.
Gareth, is that his name?
Gareth Gates.
No, it's Bill. It's Bill.
Oh, is it Phil? Hello, Phil.
No, Bill.
Bill.
I'll just try helping the rest of the guys then, finding whatever they're doing.
Okay, what are you doing? At the minute,
Find the
you've
melting
got...
point of iron.
Say again, sorry.
Find the melting point of iron.
I'll investigate then on the...
Okay, make an investigation check.
I have on iron things. There you go. I'm terrible investigation. Sorry.
You don't know where the book is, but you've noticed that the left side center bookcase seems to contain information on mining and blacksmithing. You don't find the book, but you at least find the section. But that is
head up to that side.
But that is all you can do.
There, that's fine.
But as the fire pin missiles are ready to fire, the Gate Guardian is going to make 2 Librarian fire missile attacks. One towards Rarebit, for he was the one that gave the incorrect answer. The second towards Pinkie Pie, who provided multiple wrong answers by speaking with it.
Do you have any cover at all? They're behind the bookshelf.
No, these work like magic missile, but they still have an attack roll, but they are seeking. So the first one on Rarebit is a 16 to hit.
That just hits, yeah.
And the one on Pinkie Pie is a 10.
That doesn't hit. Oh my god.
Nice. As Rarebit, you take 14 points of fire damage as this missile very, very intricately and carefully weaves itself around the books and bookcases so it doesn't touch them at all. And it kind of pinpoints a piece of your clothing and armor that is not in contact with a book or a piece of the library, and will dig itself into you like a cactus needle, and it burns. Like, although it's physically flaming, that's not what's actually hot. You can feel like this venom going in and burning your flesh on the inside. It hurts.
I think we need to charm this beast.
It's a door. A metal door.
We can charm it.
just to make the statement, fucking doors.
Petwood. It's you, good sir. What are you doing?
I think where the iron is.
Do you wish to do investigation to try and find that yourself?
I shout to see if anybody's seen it so far.
Oh. I will allow someone to respond as a reaction.
Metals, this aisle. And I'll shout me.
So obviously, Petwood, you give that shout out and you get a response positively by Pinkie Pie that the aisle that he's currently looking at is the correct one.
Okay. Come on. Then I grab General.
Yep.
And then I will move and action drag him.
Yeah, so you move at half speed, but yeah, that's fine.
I go. Now help him.
Do you go willingly, General, or is it contested?
Yeah. He just said where go. He's just like, yeah.
So you get, and you both see, you see on the. Go on.
Pop him around the other side of me.
Yeah, and you both see on the end of this bookshelf. You can see, it's got 2 arrows and text on the pointing to the other side where Pinkie Pie is. It's mining, and on the side pointing to where Pinkie Pie is, there's an arrow with smithing and forging.
Pointing the General towards that one.
Yeah. It's your turn.
Yes. Yeah. Answers. We have to.
He takes one last look at the slightly burnt cook's rabbit and then goes towards.
Can I have an investigation check, please?
Yes. Ooh.
Not bad, not bad.
Fine book.
You find a book called What Iron Workers Don't Want You to Know. The 10 Secrets of Metalwork. The 10 Secrets of Metalworking. And you throw that bitch open and you start looking through, and you're like, come on, it's got to be in here somewhere, And you find there's a section about all different metals and the best ways to smelt them, melt them, put them into ingots. And you find that the melting point of iron is 1538 degrees specifically.
Because I feel like the gate's going to be a stickler for unit. Is that
Celsius?
Fahrenheit or Celsius? Celsius.
Oh, Yeah, it would be Celsius, yeah.
I'll say that out loud. Melting point 1,538 degrees Celsius.
Correct. 2 questions remaining.
Can we?
And then I'll say the other one. Gestation cow 287 days.
Correct. 1 answer remaining. And I will say that's all you can do on your turn.
I'll just point to someone else to do the
Yeah.
berry.
Woodella.
I had. Yeah, we had shouted up that must be burrowberries.
Yeah, burrowberries.
Correct. And the eyes will immediately go dull. The pin missiles that we're getting ready to fire again just shrink, and then the door and will just swing open as if nothing happened. And you will kind of just stand there for a second, just like, oh fuck, what is that? As it immediately goes back to that silence in the room as the gate is now inert and open, waiting for you guys to pass.
I'll run over to Rabbit, and I'll give him some I'll pull out some powder and be like, "Put on wound, good for healing," and it's actually spice herbs and spices.
That's 11 of them.
No, it's five spices and herb. If you ask him what that is at some point, you might be interested.
Okay. So yeah, and this is out of initiative order, by the way, now, guys, at this point. So congrats, you survived. So yes, this door is now defeated. But congrats, guys, you beat a door.
Yes.
And it only
The gate.
and it only beat one of us.
Yeah.
Right. Now then, let's continue. Because
Go!
yes, no doubt, Nasty Lady probably already told them the other team password.
Okay. And just let me group you guys up just for a nice, easy copy pasta.
Just a quick one before you leave. Can I see that you're around with the desk or to do any marks, like a struggle of that for the librarian?
The librarian.
You certainly may make yourself a survival check. Yeah, survival check.
Yeah.
Because you're looking for more like the nuances of like scratch marks and things like that.
I love how also we've got Emperor Palpatine and Zombie Yoda right next to one another.
Yeah.
It's what happens when you ask for tokens on the quick. You get memes, which I don't mind at all. But
Yeah.
you take a look. It doesn't. This room, none of this room looks like it's seen combat necessarily. And the librarian's desk is no. It seems everyone kind of dropped and ran. Do you know what I mean? Everyone definitely panicked and fled. But there doesn't seem like this room being the very last room. Looks like with the door guardian, it was perfectly safe. But now, moving on, as you now leave the general section of the library, entering the private section, which begins with the monster section. Moving you guys down. Allow me to just copy and paste your figures. As we'll start you out at the bottom.
Okay, was this room built for giants? I know we're small characters, but
just leave it alone. Just leave it alone.
no, never.
Really?
Do you want to get debuffed? Okay.
But you walk down the stairs, leaving the door guarding behind. The path is illuminated extremely well here, being this is now subterranean, but there are a number of torches and sconces along the walls. Before long, the stairs end in a room of a similar size to the previous one, if not narrower and longer. And you can see books lining all of the walls. Compared to the last room, there are no freestanding bookshelves here. And all of the freestanding bookshelves that were in the room, you notice in the top right corner, where that round table is, have seemingly all been dumped into a large pile, making what looks like a very, very crude makeshift bunker.
Traps!
Have a look then.
Do a perception check.
Assist. No, I will. Shall I assist?
Yeah.
I will assist you.
I think we've got the same perception +5, so
yeah.
Okay. So yeah, and obviously all of this is chewing up time. So like this is like, if you want to be super careful, this is like 5-10 minutes each time. You take a very careful scan of the room, looking at the floors, looking for pressure plates, tripwires, anything that could, like sigils, runes, anything that could trigger and be formed into traps. You luckily don't seem to find anything in this room, which is relatively dangerous. That's good. The only thing that's curious is you can see books strewn across the floor. You can see all the bookshelves along the wall, and each of them are categorized with different types of creatures. So people like Cass is a good example from my campaign. This is like her wet dream. Like, there is thousands of books in this room. Unfortunately, a lot of them are on the floor, which would probably then turn into a nightmare very quickly. But no traps.
No traps.
We go for it?
I guess what?
Like,
Yeah,
Go
I'll just start running because I've like searched through. I'll just be like scampering to the other side.
Okay. So yeah, you run through the room. The room's relatively like everything's been pushed to the sides, and like I said, all the bookshelves have been thrown into the corner into like a bunker type thing. So yeah, you just make your way through, passing like all the different sections of monsters and creature types and things, going to the other end, and you put your hand on the door and it's unlocked and it opens.
As we go, can I just kind of scan some of the books to see if any of them say Bookworm on them?
It would require you to stop and have a bit more of a thorough investigation, but yes, you may.
Yeah, to see what we're up against. If that's okay with people, it might help
Go
us.
for it.
Other thing is, did you say there was a bunker, like of books? I was a bit confused.
All of the freestanding bookshelves that were in the centre of the room have kind of been thrown into the corner to the right of the door you've ran to, into like a very crude, as the book describes, makeshift bunker.
Could I say when I was looking for traps, I would have like had a little peer in there?
Yeah, just make a separate perception check, please.
Is it perception I'm rolling, Danny? To see
Your
what
investigation, please.
Okay. 9.
14.
Okay. With a 14, you kind of take a moment and you kind of just like, shut up. And you listen and you look, and you can hear the stammered breathing of somebody very panicked behind all the bookshelves, like very lightly whimpering at the same time. And when like you're scratching and sniffing and hearing, you kind of hear the sharp intake of breath as like whoever's there holds their breath, and then you lose hearing of it.
Are you Bookworm?
Make a persuasion check.
Okay.
There is no response.
I want to shout out and say,
go on.
Please show yourself.
Wadella, as you quickly start taking to look, you see shelves upon shelves of books of all different genres, and you don't find anything on a bookworm. But given the comprehensiveness of the books here, you feel like if you were to take a little longer, you probably could find answers you're looking for. You just can't find it quickly, is the caveat. It's not a fail, it's just, it's going to require the valuable minutes that you have.
Well, whilst they're kind of investigating into this voice or whatever,
Do you want to spend that time?
Yeah, I want to spend.
Oh, yeah, because it's essentially there was no chance of failing. It was just how long does it take? Do you know what I mean?
Well, how long? I assume it'd take.
Probably 15 minutes, maybe.
I want to have a look for a book. What do you guys say?
I would say hurry up, but
I will begin anyway. If I get stopped,
that's fine. Pinkie Pie, you shout up, show yourself, and there is no response.
I'll say, identify yourself, friend or foe, or we will just kill you.
Make an intimidation check. General, you hear just kind of like a panic. And like the whether they were holding their breath now, it's like, you know, when someone's like having like a panic attack almost, and like it sounds like a female voice, and she's beginning to panic hearing these threats being made. She's trying her hardest to stay quiet.
No, Bookworm, librarian. Maybe?
Go down there and have a look. And I'll draw my sword just in case.
Okay. Is there anything else you would attempt to do?
Last warning.
Maybe don't kill a survivor, Pinkie Pie.
We don't know who it is yet. I've asked them to be generous and come to us.
No, you just shouted at them aggressively for 5 minutes.
It wasn't for 5 minutes, it was a sentence. But I'm being nice. Please identify yourself, come out. Otherwise, we have to come in with force. That's a generous...
That's not generous!
It's a generous offer! Well, you're the smallest. Go in there and have a look for yourself who it is.
We're here to hunt monster.
We don't know what it is.
We're here to hunt monster. Either you are a monster, or we carry on. Identify.
Yeah, that'll do. Listen to the goblin.
Did you have to say that? Now they freak.
Listen to the green blob.
make a persuasion check with disadvantage.
Michael, you were on fine form tonight. Let me just say that.
Oh, it's definitely an interest. It's a perfect one-shot character.
Oh, yes, so good.
Disadvantage on persuasion, yeah?
Yes, because you're trying to persuade the person to come out, but you're doing a very terrible job collectively. So it's disadvantage.
Giddy.
I don't feel like I can help.
That one, yeah. Do you know what? Do you know what? Let's just go in there and just beat the hell out of them.
Just go.
Hold on. I've got an idea first.
Oh, here we go.
Well, I know. Given the one, all you hear is a very panicked shout back. Just leave, you thieves. We don't want any trouble.
I said, we're not thieves. We've been asked to come in here and find the bookworm. I'm trying to get you out of here so it seems safe. You're the one who's not coming out.
Make another persuasion check.
We know not monster, but good.
You're not thieves, and what are you doing in here? This place is awful.
I just said we're coming to hunt this bookworm.
This place was off limits.
Yes, and then they called hunting competition.
Yeah.
At the mention of something like that, the competition, she's like, really?
Yeah, now tell us where the bookworm is so we can get it.
Put it down. And you'll fit, and you'll... It's here. And she tries to make a bit of space to see you guys. As she trying to pushes and strains on the bookshelves. And eventually, making her way out, you'll see this 3-foot-ish dwarven lady that looks in human years comparably about 60 or so. She's disheveled, she's dirty, her clothes are ripped. She's got like this very hard done-to face, her hair's all over the place, and you can see like it's like black hair with like white wisps all in, and you can see the hair that wraps around and giving like the chin strap beard almost as well. Right.
I'll pull some rations out and I'll hand it to her and say, here, have a drink and something to eat. You look a bit...
I'm fine. I'm fine.
Okay, fair enough.
I was coming in here chasing after a thief when I discovered the bookworm. And
which way did it go? Tell us.
It's in the fiction section. 2 rooms down from here.
Right, beautiful. Let's go, guys. Thank you. You sure you don't know rations?
Anything you can tell us about it? How big?
Or small?
It's extremely large and seems to be... It has an attraction to fictional works over anything else.
I love us.
It's a master of illusion and has the ability to mess with people's minds if you're not careful. It can use the books it eats to influence you. But if you can get it in its natural form, it's extremely vulnerable.
How did you find that out?
Say that again.
How did you find that out?
I went and I found it before I had to barricade myself in here. I looked it up myself, and she gestures to one of the bookshelves with a book on it. What librarian would I be if I didn't know the things that were in here?
Kind of point towards.
And you can kind of see Pinkie Pie's about 2 shelves away from it, the one she points out.
Oh, yes.
Take it.
And you can see that the book that you pull out is Unorthodoxian Fictional Devourers and How to Slay Them. And inside you can see various different creatures that devour different things, upon one of which is the Bookworm. And for the sake of, allow me to present to you a visual of what this Bookworm will be looking like in its natural form. That is what you're finding. That is what you're hunting.
Oh, that's cute.
It comes from this book. What were you expecting?
It's cute.
A devourer of fictional stories, the slayer of tales, the terror of fiction. This creature will devour anything that is fictional and is handwritten, and will then use what it devours to influence and overwhelm and essentially boil the brains of people through various psionic abilities.
Well, I think it's cute. I'll take it.
Good job, my mind's a fortress, he says as he's cross-eyed licking his eyeballs.
Yeah, beautifully fortress-like, yeah.
Are there any traps in the next room?
Yes, traps. Good point.
There are library salamanders, but no more than that.
Can you help us deactivate these traps? Welcome safely.
I am in no position. I need to leave. I need to go and inform the town that I'm okay. If you're here to do the work like you promised, you all should be more than capable.
Interesting. You say that thing can hide in disguises, yes?
It takes forms of whatever books it eats and devours. And it will change its shape depending on what it has eaten.
Oh, interesting.
Be careful, all of you.
Hold on. Are you the bookworm?
So I was thinking.
No.
And you could have been in the book, and he could have eaten the book and made.
Very true.
No, you blithering idiots. I am not the bookworm.
But that's what a bookworm would say.
Yeah.
See, told you should kill her.
No.
I am leaving. I am going outside, and I am telling the guards that I am safe.
That's great. Do you have the password? Because they won't open it without password.
What is the password?
I ain't stupid. I ain't telling you.
Come and help us, deactivate the traps, then we'll tell you the password.
That is not for me to do. There are
Really?
thieves
Why?
deeper in, and it's far too dangerous for me to continue.
You survived this long, you'll be alright.
You get the feeling, the more you talk with this lady, there is no swaying her. There is
That's
no...
what a bookworm would say.
Fine. Library salamanders ahead. Anything else?
If you can find and stop the thief, I will be eternally grateful.
Okay, who's thief?
I don't know. There was a cloaked figure that was running ahead when there was crashing and sounds of conflict deeper in from the Bookworm. I chased after him and lost track. And I don't know...
This big to this big. And I'm pointing between Mushroom to our tallest member.
About my size. About 3.5 foot.
Short thing, got it. Actually, no. Main thing, got it.
Thank you.
Somewhere about the same size.
She'll give like a slight bow in recognition. I'm fine. I'll wait at the door then if you're not going to give me the password. But thank you. And allow me to introduce myself properly. My name is Candela Browen. And I will wait for you at the door. And she will leave. Heading back up the stairs where you came. And you will hear the gate guardian in the distance shout, "Password required!" And you will hear her shout, "It's Butterberry Pie, you blithering idiot!" Correct! And you hear it like that echoing down the hallway.
That's something.
You'll be safe.
But
Right, let's go.
General, before obviously you stop to turn interest and stuff, and Udella, you now have the book on the Bookworm, having the information that I've already regurgitated. The door is already open and like ready, and it opens to another set of stairs, descending down further into the history section. Are thou ready to descend?
Yes.
Yes, let's
Into the
go
dark
down.
yonder we go.
Descending deeper and deeper. You
This
said,
book I've got.
yeah.
Sorry, go down because I know obviously they've gone through all the big things. Does it actually say how to defeat it, other than we have to change it back into its natural form?
In its natural form, it is incredibly vulnerable. That's what it specifies. So if you can get it into its natural form, it is extremely weak to pretty much all forms of damage. It has vulnerability in all damage when it's in its natural form. But these things...
I will wave my piece of paper around and show people.
But these are masters of illusion and are very intrepid of stopping you from doing such things.
And
Hey,
well done,
feed
General.
story!
Yes, well done, General.
Yes.
Good plan.
As you descend the stairs of Candela sent you down, you notice that the signs of destruction start to become prominent, where books that have been discarded halfway up the stairs, some of them have loose pages and some missing pages, some have shredded pieces taken out of them. And as you get closer and closer down, you notice, as I move you back over, conveniently to a room that looks very similar to the one you've been before. That's because there was no room B in the maps. We only have an A and a C, so I'm going to reuse A. You hear the sounds of fire crackling, and it is not Otto. Again, I forgot to make the token, this one's on me. Of a gnomish man stood on top of a stack of books, shooing away with a stick. These 4 salamanders that are glistening blue with fire, and you can hear the fire crackling and they're hissing as they're all surrounding this man and closing in very menacingly. And he kind of catches you guys as you start coming down the stairs. Ah, please, friends, please help me before these creatures hurt me and destroy any of the books here.
Really, Mr. Thief?
What do you mean?
Make faith!
I'm no thief.
No, hold on. It could be the Bookworm.
As initiative will be kicked off once more as these salamanders begin their attack.
Yay, salamanders.
Bloody click on myself. Hold on. That's only got up to 17.
Jesus, man. My rolls today are terrible.
No, let me go up. No.
What did you say he sounded like? Sorry, I was... What did you say he looked like?
Gnomish, cloaked, and he's got a stick that he's keeping the salamanders at best as he can at bay.
Right.
Okay. So, man gets 6. Salamanders, good. Is everyone in initiative? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is correct. Bop. That is the wrong order. Descending. And him shouting to you guys, this like cloaked figure, it's gathered the attention of some of the salamanders, and the two nearest you guys, like the other two will start to breathe, like move in, and they'll like flick fire up him, and you notice that the books are completely unharmed, but they kind of lick at his heels, and he's like, bloody blighted things, and pats it out as best as he can as they do some damage towards him. The other two salamanders begin their charge at you guys. Let's go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 to there each. And they can't actually... No. So they're going to have to just charge in with their dash action because that is all they can do. But that is the end of their... Oh, wait, they could have, but oh well, I've changed it. That is the end of their turn. As General, it is you, my good sir.
General, okay.
Yeah, of course, General. You wanted someone to do that, don't deny it.
No, I did actually. It's a little KFC meme, but give us okay, so I'll cast Zephyr's Strike.
Okay.
I will run into the middle of them. Ruling on Horde Slayer. I can't remember. Hang on.
I think it's within
5 feet.
5 feet. Yeah, I think so. 1 second. I can't remember if it's 5 feet of that target then, or 5 feet of you.
Horde Breaker. That is within 5 feet of the original target and within range of your weapon. So it's got to be next to each other. Okay, then.
Which,
that's
yeah.
fine. Yeah, that's fine.
That's why you go with Colossus Slayer.
Well, you live and you learn. I'll do 2 attacks then, on 1 on each.
Okay, go for it, dude.
Or do I get 2 attacks because of double attack?
You get 3 attacks because you'll get your 2 attacks from your main thing, and then if you're doing an offhand attack, you can make. Oh no, you've Zephyr Strike, so just 2.
I'm dual wielding, so I get 4 then, don't I?
No. You've used Zephyr Strike, which is a bonus action, I presume.
Yeah.
Then you get 2 attacks for being a ranger. So you get 1 attack. So you get 2 attacks. If you've got your bonus action free, you could have made a 3rd offhand attack.
Okay, so the 17 will hit, and let me roll severity for your pitiful natural one. Oh, that's a pretty bad one too. Okay, so 6 points of piercing damage to red, as that is what you do with the first strike. But then what it is, you kind of overswing on the second one, and you get your blade stuck into the floorboard, allowing for an attack of opportunity to be made by the blue salamander behind you, as it is going to lick at you with its flaming tail.
Licks with its tail?
Yeah, because it licks up him. As it is going to hit out at you for a 10 to hit.
Nope.
A misses. Impressive. So, luckily, it doesn't get worse. But yeah, that's all it does.
You sure I don't get more attacks? Because I'm dual wielding.
Dual wielding gives you 1 extra attack as a bonus action.
With your offhand.
Definitely it's a bonus action. Okay,
yeah.
Never mind. Okie dokie.
And unless you've got the feat for it, you don't add your dex to it. That's all.
No,
I have got the feat.
Oh, you have? Okay, that's fine then.
If you've got the feat, that allows you to have something bigger than short swords.
Yeah. So is this bonus action strike on red or blue?
No, he's already done Zephyr Strike, so he can't.
Oh yeah, never mind.
So then I'll scamper away then. So I moved 1, 2, so 1, 2, 3, 4.
I think Zephyr Strike blocks attack opportunities.
It does. Okay, beautiful. End of your turn. Rabbit.
Okay, so I'm going to move 5 foot to here. And then I'm going to bonk him with my
Bonking
with
stick.
my club.
Go for it, dude.
Actually, no, my quarterstaff. Sorry, quarterstaff.
So just bonk him with your bonking stick.
Yeah.
Roll to bonk, please.
I have advantage, don't I?
You do.
I didn't realise that. I just looked.
The advantage makes the difference. Can you roll me some damage? I would like some damaggio, please.
7 damage.
It's not. Hey, it's nothing to laugh at. 7 damage is not bad.
Then as a bonus action, I'd like to use my rabbit hop, please.
Okay.
So I can jump 15 foot without provoking an opportunity attack.
Okay.
So
And is that as an action?
that's a bonus action.
Okay.
So I'm going to do a little bounce over to here. And I don't think it costs my speed, does it, from what's being said? Because it says I can jump 15 foot. But it doesn't mention my speed or anything. It just
No,
says...
it's an extra 15 that gets added, and then you get your movement.
Okay. So it's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25,
30 to there.
30. Yep.
Looks and
And
sounds.
that's me done.
Looks and sounds good to me. As Woodella, you're next.
Okay, so for my bonus action, I'm going to summon my spiritual weapon just behind Red. So just here.
Yep, that's fine. If you just want to do a U upside down, or actually, I'll drag it
Yeah.
through.
Okay. So yeah, there's basically a baking tin appears behind him, and is gonna whoop and smack into the back of him. You know, like the sound of make.
Yeah, yeah. Go for it. Roll to hit.
You know what I mean? That kind of like the sound of metal moving quickly. Bear with me. Spiritual weapon. 6 and 6. A 22.
22 definitely hits.
It's just a level 2. For 9 points of force damage. So like proper, like, you know the sound that I mean, like the boing sound.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, as you kind of just take it and bang, like fucking off the back of it, and it turns, it hisses, and
as it turns and hisses, sacred flame as an action.
that is a dexterity saving throw, if I remember correctly. Which it has a plus that 22.
Yeah, that's a pass.
They are they are nippy little bastards.
Yeah.
Well, I say little, but because they are like two size types above you, but you know, they're still quick. But end of your turn comes and goes as well done. What are you doing?
I will.
Oh, actually,
can I move slightly? Okay.
What was that?
Just
Sorry.
move around here.
Yes,
Can
you
I just kind of.
You absolutely may. Also, one thing, as you end your turn there, you take 7 points of fire damage. As it seems, ending your turn in proximity to these creatures is a bad thing.
How many? 7?
Huh?
Oh, ow. That hurt. Hurty.
Yep. Well done.
Okay.
It is your turn.
He will be in a minute.
If he stays there, he will. It's like when General put himself between the two of them. I'm like, eesh, okay. You did, Liam, you did. Is Adam here? Are you muted?
Oh, sorry.
Hey!
Yeah.
Shut
up.
I mean, you were the one that was muted. You did a Liam.
I know. So how far proximity do you have to be when the fire?
Oh.
No.
You at least know being right next to it is bad.
Okay. I am going to disengage then.
Okay, so your action to disengage, yeah?
Yeah, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, because I'm going to head towards that guy there.
Got it, yeah. So you start heading to save the guy on the pedestal that oddly looks like Otto, but isn't Otto because Danny forgot to get... Because I have artwork for both the librarian and that guy. I just forgot to... It was... I did so much, I couldn't copy so much. Forgot those two. I'm sure you can forgive me.
Yeah.
But is that
The
it?
two down below get hit.
The ones, the orange and green?
No, the red and blue.
They've both taken damage, yeah.
Taking not looking bloody though.
No. One's took 15, the other's took 7. They've barely been hit.
Okay. So I think of bonus action. I am going to use one of my spices to coat my great axe.
Okay. Interesting. I'm sure you can tell us what it does when we get to it. So yeah, you just take out, uncork one of the spice jars and just line it across the axe and then just slap it in and just kind of watch as it kind of just soaks and embeds in just a little bit. Petwood, you have enemies in front of you. What are you doing? Attack of opportunity first as you start running away from the blue one because you obviously passed in its range.
Blue's already used it.
He has, you're right. Thank you.
Okay, so, and then I will turn and I will towards red, and I will take a shot at red.
Go for it.
It has been injured, correct?
It has been, yeah. A 12 is a miss, I'm afraid.
Second shot.
It numbers meant to go up, not down. It's still a miss. This is not a non-Newtonian salamander.
Damn it, Danny. Yes. Otherwise, I am currently. Can I? Obviously not from these two, Danny.
Yes.
But can I hide from these two?
You certainly may, yeah. Make a self check.
I will hide as a bonus action.
You believe you're hidden from the two above. As your turn comes and goes, as man, his turn is next. As he's going to take this, and he hits with a improvised weapon, and he hits out as he misses, and then he's going to swing at the green one. You get up here. Well, 18 does hit, as he will do 3 points of damage. Fuck. But it's something, I suppose, as he's kind of... fuck. Wait, so. Bonus action, disengage, and seeing as you guys are coming out, he's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 to there, as he uses his bonus action to disengage and run, and she's like, fuck, deal with him, please! As Pinkie Pie.
Alright. I'm going to go to 5, 10, 15.
Attack of opportunity from the red one.
Sorry, I was going to go like that. I mean, as in, like, rental wouldn't go through it.
You can change your mind and go that way, yeah.
Yeah. I'll go to there, and I'm going to shoot it with my bow, this red one.
Go for it.
While I decide what I'm going to do. I've got to learn spells.
A 21 will definitely hit.
There we go.
Nicely.
I'm gonna go bonus action with bardic inspiration to mushroom.
Yes, so you bardically inspire the mushroom as Ben has lemons. Congratulations, Ben. I'm sure your family is immensely proud of you that you have purchased a lemon.
So I'll use that. That's me done.
Yep.
So what does this do?
So, as you guys notice something that as you guys are fighting these salamanders, more seem to spawn out of the woodwork, as it were. Just allow me to move these and rejigify their colours. As one appears there, out of the stonework, and the other... Get that blue off of you, twat. Crawls from the desk there, entering the combat at the same time. And they go for the nearest targets. One being right there, the other being right there, as they both leap onto Pinkie Pie and the General, and both make 2 tail attacks each. As we'll go against the one that is ravishing Pinkie Pie, which is going to do a 12 and a 12 to hit.
Yeah, it's a 12. My armor's 12, so...
Oh, he's unlucky. So, it is going to be 24 points of bludgeoning damage.
Jesus!
Plus 7 points of fire damage.
Oh, God. 1, 2... 24. Let's take 24 off me.
Ben? If you're... As you're going to have 2 attacks against you, a 9 and a 23 to hit. I assume only the 23 hits.
Yes.
Yep. As you take 11 points of bludgeoning damage and 7 points of fire damage.
18. Okay.
The blue one here is going to charge after Rarebit, who's currently on his own, and he's going to make... As it was running towards you, it's going to lash out with its tongue and do a prehensile tongue attack against you.
Ooh.
As it hits for a 9. Missing that, it's then going to do like a half spin on the spot and just brush its fire tail up you for a 12 to hit.
That's a miss, yeah.
Nice. The salamander that he's being accosted by the spirit weapon and he's being shot from multiple directions and he's like getting a little panicked as it's taken a considerable amount of damage for what it can take. He's just going to make 2 flame tail attacks against the poor little mushroom girl, as it's going to hit for a 22 and a natural 20.
Oh, hold on. Hold that 20 for a second.
I will hold. Do you have the cancel crit ability?
I can't do it, no.
Ah, it's a shame.
Had luck points, but can only use them on myself when I get hit by it.
Right. So, I'll do them separately because obvious. So, she takes 13 points of bludgeoning damage, followed by 5 points of fire damage from the first attack. Rose, are you still there? Hello?
Speak to us, Rose.
You're muted, Rose.
Says me right.
Oh, I thought you were back.
No.
You've just been critted.
Yeah, shit.
You took 13 points of bludgeoning and 5 points of fire. Now, this is the crit attack. As
So 18.
20 points of bludgeoning and 11 points of fire. That could have been so much worse.
Like my...
Conscious.
You're conscious.
I'm unconscious.
Oh,
yeah. I'm closely there as well, so another hit, I'm gone.
Which?
See, Danny wants to get his own back because he couldn't TPK us, so he's going to TPK us in a one-shot.
And
just to prove his point. No, okay.
The orange is going to chase after... Actually, they're both going to chase after the fleeing character, and they both make their prehensile tongue attacks as they're running in, and then licking with the fire attacks, and some of it does hurt, and he just takes some considerable damage. And, his arm's a bit burnt and a bit gnarly, and he's just... fuck, please, go the fuck away as he starts swinging the stick towards them, and they just easily like slinking and dodging out the way, being the mischievous little shits they are. As General Ben, your turn, sir.
Yes. Yeah, I'll just do 2 attacks and a bonus attack, and just try and stab this thing.
Go for it. Go for it. Go for it. 23 hits, a 22 hits, and a 17 hits. So your 2 main attacks and your bonus action attack all hit. As this is probably going to do some good damage. 14. It's not bad. Not bad at all. Kinda was expecting more, but that's okay. Is that all you can do, good sir?
Yes.
Rabbit. It is you, good sir.
Okay, and use my bonus action to jump 15 foot.
Correction, can I scamper away a little bit, actually, after?
Yes, it will take an attack of opportunity.
No, it won't.
Okay. Why is that?
Sapphire Strike lasts for a minute, doesn't it?
Does it? Okay, beautiful. Nice. Liam, it's a rabbit then.
I'm gonna jump 15 foot to there without the opportunity attack.
Yep.
And then gonna do cure wounds at our mushroom for 7 healing.
So the smell of like a Sunday morning full English starts to permeate the room as the fried mushrooms start coming in. But you quickly stifle that smell with a bit of healing magic, and Woodella, you wake up on the floor a little singed, a little hurt. No, correction. A lot of singe. Ow. But you're alive. For now.
Then 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And that's the end of my turn.
Okie dokie. Moving swiftly on. Woodella, funny enough, it is your turn.
You are inspired, by the way.
Yes, you are. Artically inspired.
Yeah, I've got to make a death saving throw. I'm unconscious.
No, you've been cured.
No, you've been healed.
Liam's just cure wounds you for 7.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
I got a -1 to my wisdom, so.
Ouch. Ouch, buddy.
Okay, I will stand up. Wait, let's see what to do.
I would point out, Rose, I just want to point out, before you do anything, spiritual weapon's not concentration, so it's technically still around.
Yeah, someone's just taking it away from me.
Someone, you mean me.
Not naming names, Danny.
Yeah, I don't want to name any fucking names, but this GM today is a shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Trying to do fun, fucking hell.
Do then. Does someone in front of me look hurt at all? Like, other than the bits of damage I've been doing to it? Is it just...
the red one
Right.
looks the most wounded, closely followed by the pink after that flurry from General.
Okay.
And it's on the verge of bloody.
Okay, well, I'm going to do my first one would be use my bonus action to... Oh, actually. Is everybody else looking really, really hurt?
Yeah, me. I'm only on 7 HP.
I got 25 HP left.
Oh, okay, never mind then. Sorry, but... sorry, I know this is really complicated. Okay.
I'd worry about yourself at this moment in time.
I know. I want to do something, but I'm probably going to go unconscious. Right, I'm going to use my bonus action to hit the creature with my bacon tin.
Yeah.
So, oh no, I nearly clicked the other thing I was going to do, but I didn't do that. 18?
18 will definitely hit. Can I get some bonk damage?
Yeah, bonk it.
Bang. As you've just knocked it clean into the bloody, as like it's reeling a little bit from that.
Okay. As that hits him from the side, and as he kind of like goes to one side, I'm going to use my action to yeah, I'm gonna.
Toll the Dead.
I was wondering on doing that, but I don't have Toll the Dead. You know what? I'm gonna cast a spell.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast. Yeah. Book it.
Okay, so what does fuck it require me to do?
Dex saves all around.
Yeah, I'm going to cast Spirit Guardians.
Oh, hey.
So
that's 15 foot, isn't it?
Yeah, I'll put myself like a aura on, but basically when things start their turn. Oh no, I'm not going to do that because I'm probably going to. How many hit points did I heal? Was it like 4 or something?
7.
Yeah, I'm probably going to take that in 3 seconds. I'm going to do that instead. Sorry, can I untake that back? Would that be okay? I'm probably because I can't get away from these things, can I? Yay!
You can.
Action disengage.
Okay.
You can get hit, but yeah, you can.
I'm gonna try and step away first. I'm gonna just go.
Okay, it is going to make an attack with its it's gonna make its prehensile tongue attack against you for a 20 to hit.
Yeah, that hits me.
As it hits you for 5 points of bludgeoning damage, and you are pulled in a straight line towards the salamander as it restrains you.
Damn it!
That's a no right there.
You are now restrained by it as its tongue is lapped around you.
Look at it and go, oh, you poor thing. And I'm going to sleep. Trying to make it go to sleep or something.
You're gonna cast sleep on it.
I'm just gonna be like, go to sleep.
Rockabye fire on the floor, please. When I cast this, your eyes will bleed now. Wait, what?
What kind of sleep do you have, Danny?
The bad kind.
So I'm going to cast that at first level and just see what it does. 22 points of sleep. So anything that it just do will roll on to the next person.
Yeah. I'm just double checking. It's remaining hit points, not max, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm going to dump it like over here to try and catch these 3 and keep me and other people out of the way, if that makes sense.
It's gonna.
doesn't-
It can go for these 2. If you try and get blue, you're in it.
You feel the tongue like cinch you, and like as it wraps around you and like covers you in all different parts of your body and like starts to bind and crush you a little bit. Not enough to do damage. You cast this spell in kind of like a panic, and you feel the tongue go limp, and he kind of falls to the floor.
Is this what we call putting someone in a food coma? Because this is what it feels like.
Pretty much.
It hasn't eaten you yet.
It doesn't affect any other creature, but that creature falls down asleep.
And then I'm gonna go.
You can now. I'm gonna say you can now reuse the rest of your movement. Yeah.
I will kind of run towards. And I went 5 and then back and then 5, 10, 15. I can just get there. No, I can't. I've got only 5 feet. End of my turn. Sorry, that was.
It's fine. Well done. But no, it's now Walden's turn. So what are you doing?
I love this. Okay, bonus action now, show of rage.
Okay, man's getting angry. Man's not hot.
Yeah.
What's man's not hot doing?
With my subclass being form of the beast, I will have a tail.
Okay, nice.
Okay, so then I'll move to the green and take 2 swings with the great axe.
Go for it, dude. Green is the one that got bonked with the stick of the person these salamanders are accosting.
Okay, so first attack
You will have advantage because he technically is giving you flank.
He'll do.
$12 does not hit.
Okay, second attack. Ooh.
Thank God for advantage.
Yeah.
A 19 will hit very easily.
Okay, so to start with, so that's 6 plus the raised level 5s. So that's 9 points of slashing damage.
Damn, son. Nice.
And also with the spice, with the coat of spice on, I roll a d6 on top. Take that out of the way.
What type of damage is this?
It says fire and ice.
So which, is it fire and ice or is it you pick?
Doesn't specifically say.
Give me a
Doesn't
second.
actually say. Those type uses the spice.
The type damage depends on the spice used, so you would have choice.
I would have gone for ice, knowing it's the fire.
It's a fire salamander. Smart choice, because it does more damage than you would expect, doing double.
Nice.
It seems if anyone has the ability to inflict cold damage upon these creatures, now is the time. Now is definitely the time. But, following that, Edward, what are you doing? Edward.
I am. There we go. I will, given the fact that Red is now asleep and I don't have to touch him, I don't have to deal with him. I will take a shot at Blue.
Mm-hmm.
Blue has been injured, correct?
Yes. Every single one of them has been injured apart from orange and purple. 21 definitely hits. Oh, shit. 16 points of damage. Nice, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, you've just knocked him silly.
Good. Second attack.
Same target?
Yep.
21 again? Yeah. 5.
Well done.
I'm going to re-roll that damage.
Okay, go for it. Just give me a sec, Liam. Give it a sec.
Oh, sorry.
That's alright, dude. Nice. It's now on the same level of damage as Red. What is it, Liam?
Michael, are you a small creature?
I believe so, if he's a kobold. Like, then a goblin.
No. 1 second, I will double check. If that's the case, I need to drop down my damage a bit, because it's because Beyond is saying that I can wield it, but it's not saying otherwise, so...
I think if you're small, you get disadvantage because it's heavy, isn't it? That's something I just thought of myself because I've got one as well.
That would probably be the case. Size. Where are you?
If you're a goblin, though, I'm 100% that's small.
Yeah, no, I think it's one of those things that don't... Yeah, no, small. I couldn't remember a thing, so yeah, technically I would have had disadvantage on those shots.
It's fine. We know now for next time, don't we? But are you done?
Yeah, okay, so I'll swap out the longbow for a short bow and thingy because of the weight.
Oh, and one thing I have forgotten, which I'll do now. Well done. 3 points of fire damage to you for ending your turn within 5 feet of Salamander.
Yeah.
Edward, are you finished, my boy?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Nice.
And bonus action hide.
Go for it. As the man, seeing like you working on the green one. Right. Let's do this.
36, Danny.
Alright. He's gonna make 2 swings at the. He's gonna swap to a short sword, and he's gonna make 2 swings at the one there with advantage. So that's a 22 to hit, followed by a 25 to hit. So both attacks hit. The first one is going to do 6 damage plus 3 damage. So that's 9. There's 9 points of damage there. And then his second swing does 5 damage. Right. You've got this, right? And he says this to well done as he bonus action disengages 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So there.
Of course.
Pinkie Pie, your turn is up once more.
Right. I'm about to die, so I'm going to try something completely stupid, and I hope it works. I'm going to cast Suggestion on the salamander.
Okay.
And my suggestion to the salamander is going to be, I'm not a threat. That weird dude behind me is a threat. Go and attack him.
Okay.
As in this halfling. So,
Gnome.
oh, gnome, yeah, that dude.
It is intent on burning you to a crisp.
Is it right? 21? Oh, baggers. Okay.
Yeah.
That was worth a shot.
It
I'm about
was.
to die, so I'm gonna attempt to disengage.
Well, you can use. Oh yeah. So
Yeah,
it's you've used your action. So yeah, it's gonna make a strike out at you. It's gonna do so with its tongue.
Yeah.
19 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
As it does 7 points of bludgeoning and pulls you back and you're restrained.
I'm down anyway, so that's all I had left.
Yeah, so as you go limp, it lets you go. Top of the turn order. General, you notice a light flash from underneath the desk. And it's like a red, like, you know, the old siren lights that like whirl round. I forget the name, but you know what I mean. Like the old cop car lights where it's like a whir thing.
Oh yeah.
But it's red. And it flashes for but a moment, and then but you hear like the whirring of it. And none of you hear a sound because it's at a pitch that none of you guys are comparable to hear. You notice all the salamanders freak out. And even the red dotted one kind of wakes up in a startle and like flips over as in like, I wasn't asleep, what the fuck? And they all stare intently at the door going back where you guys came down from. And they immediately start rushing one by one, going up the stairs. So that one would disappear, that one would disappear, that one would disappear, that one would. Green would attempt to leave range. Would you make an attack?
Of course.
And that one would disappear.
What's with these nat ones tonight?
You swing so wildly, you trip over the stack of books that the guy was stood upon when he was hiding from the salamanders when you first came down, and you fall prone, making a big tit out of yourself, as it has enough space with dashing, and they all... And you hear them all... They all skitter up the stairs as combat once more is over.
No successful battles yet.
We won a technicality.
Oh, thank you, all of you. That was brilliant work.
Okay, Mr. Thief. What do you know about the bookworm?
Thief? I'm no thief. I'm the assistant here.
Really?
Hi, can you make a death save?
Certainly.
Yes, I've
Oh, yeah,
been working here for many years.
Really? Because the other one says she was chasing after you.
Oh, you mean Candela? She jests a lot. It's fine. It's a thing. She's really going to get me in trouble one day if she keeps doing it, honestly.
Really? Because it's interesting, because that one, the one dying over there, threatened to murder her if she thought that she didn't tell the truth. And she said that. So, are you on pain of death going to tell me you're not a thief?
Make an intimidation check?
Can I do an insight check while all this is going on?
An
See
insight.
if he's telling the truth.
Go for
Yeah.
it. As Pinkie Pie gets raised up with 10 points of healing.
Oh, so nice.
Oh,
So I'm back up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go.
it isn't very hard to tell that in his panicked state, he's not as careful with his wording as he probably would like to be. And given the person you spoke to in the previous room, it's pretty obvious that he's not entirely forthright. Look, you don't have to do anything rash at all.
Wrong spell, sorry.
It's fine.
Start marinating him, and I'll start throwing spices at him.
Not yet.
Look, I was hired here by people in the town over to procure some books on the mayor here, forestry. And I got locked in here
Never mind that one. Sorry.
when whatever the fuck is happening started happening, and I've been trapped here ever since. I would very much like to leave, please.
Okay. What about the big monster ahead?
I dare go in that room. I've been hearing all sorts. That was where I was meant to go, but I stuck to this section instead and got what I could.
Why would you be looking in the fiction section for history?
Look, okay, fine.
Little bit of tarragon, little bit of sage.
I didn't want to go in there because the fucking thing is scary.
We get that.
How about
What do
this?
you know?
I don't know anything about it, but are you willing to let me go and I'll trade some information, maybe? I heard what you were saying with Candela back there, where you're here, why you're here. Surely you don't know Forestry too well. I can tell you what he likes and what he doesn't.
Uh-huh.
Are you gonna
Go on.
Am I free to leave? Am I free to leave if I do?
Yep.
Right. From some of the books I've read, it seems he has a very wide palate and likes mix the flavors with his food and stuff. Previous competitions, he berated people that didn't do that. People that use the same flavors over and over. Apparently he likes really spicy food as well, so maybe you pick one of them to be spicy. That's probably something that he really would fucking like.
Okay. Spice, variety of flavor.
He likes charismatic people who are and he's very proud. He likes people to kiss and suck up to him. I'm sure that's pretty fucking obvious when you met him.
Okay, that's what that one's for. I point to the one that's picking itself up and not bleeding.
And just don't speak ill of Talaba. He loves this fucking place as much as he doesn't like its traditions, and he likes going against them, but he loves the place. Just try and do something that compliments.
Okay. Anything else?
No. That's all I found, like, at least relevant to what you guys are here for.
I get the basil. Was it okay?
Save it for the worm.
Oh.
Fucking love these two. Like, these two bouncing off each other's fucking great.
Okay, let's go.
So, I'm gonna... You didn't see me. I didn't see you. You just found all the information in a book. Here. Yes?
Which book? We need to be certain.
Ah. Funny that. The salamanders killed it and destroyed it as he kind of half moves his back away from you.
Shit! They didn't burn anything.
No, you didn't. Salamanders did.
No, the salamanders didn't burn anything.
Bonnie,
I'm getting the basil!
You must have not seen it.
Bullshit!
I'll go to grab him.
Fuck! Fine! And he'll go into his sack and pull out this book, and throw it on the floor. Dad!
Thank you. Pick up the book. Get the name.
Yeah, and
General? With the
it's
scribbles. Yep.
it's a Lord Forestieri autobiography. A man of dashing flavours is what it's called.
Got that on the scribbles, General.
What?
Yeah. Name. Get it on the scribbles.
I point towards the paper.
Oh, notes!
Yes.
Look, I'm going to leave now. Good luck in whatever the fuck you're doing.
Wait! And he'll like scrape the spices off the halfling that he kind of was flinging on and put them back into like a tub. Proceed!
And he will leave very quickly, very anxiously.
I say, well done, just keep a close eye on him as he goes out.
He kind of arms up, backing up, and as he gets to the doorway, he turns and you hear as he starts running up the steps.
Lose off.
Remember, it's strawberry pie.
It's gone.
I shout.
Yeah.
Hopefully he fucks it up when he gets there.
Ooh, roasted.
Yeah. Should have told him the wrong password.
That's what I did.
Yeah, what kind of time are we on? At this
Yeah.
Let's go.
You're probably, with everything all together, you're probably pushing close to the 40 minutes, 45 minutes, 50 minutes, maybe?
Good. Time to move now. Hurry.
Bearing in mind, you have 3 hours total.
Yes, the spell only lasts 15 minutes.
Very well.
Time to rest, maybe?
Quick rest. We're gonna lose an hour though, but I think everybody. Am I the only one who's hurt, or is everyone else a bit hurt as well?
Yeah,
I'm fine.
I'm hurt.
I mean, I'm 10 HP, so.
One thing I do want to point out, just as a thing, the recipe for the bookworm stew that you were given, assuming you do every single step, is going to be about 80 minutes.
Fair enough.
Shit, okay.
Jeez.
80 minutes.
Yeah.
That's if you do each step individually. If you want to cut corners and potentially lose points, you can to preserve time. But
Okay.
I'll heal myself, cure wounds, second level.
I'm gonna give myself a cure wounds even though I'm burning for spell slots.
We need to man up and go.
I've been saying for a long time. Let's go.
Okay.
Cure wounds level 2.
I'll start reading the next part while you guys...
Who hurt?
Me, I'll just
We'll
get
be
myself
hurt.
to 12 HP.
Oh, for me.
And I will say, as you still obviously have pass without a trace just for the start of the encounter, like so you could stealth in and stuff, which will be needed in a moment. But the trail of destruction grows as you descend further and further down the stairs, and you are now seeing completely torn pages and torches that have been smashed and laying on the steps, making the descent harder than before as the room and the stairway is now much darker. As you descend, you hear wet, disgusting slapping noises accounted by the sound of ripping paper. As you come into a wide room, you see corpses of what appear to be countless salamanders littering the floor, The whole space reeks of humidity, the same substance you found upstairs, or at least in the upper parts of the stairs, coating some of the books and corners of the room. Glow coming from the magical torches attached to the wall seem to have a ghostly appearance, illuminated by the same eerie light. You see it. Its back is towards you, or rather, what you assume to be its back. Its long, shapeless figure, easily 10 foot long from what you can see. Its pale grey slime seems to be busy devouring the books that line the bookshelves of the room.
Can I sneak up with Pass Without a Trace and go, shush?
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Give me a sec. I've got to go back to the other room and grab you all because when I copy and pasted the salamanders...
You forgot, you dropped the copy and paste of us.
Yes. There. Obviously, I'm assuming you'll bring your spirit weapon with you. How long does it last?
Minute, isn't it?
Is it? If so, it's if it is, it's I'm pretty sure it is. It's long gone by that point.
Ah.
Yes. Its back is towards you as it's sloppily devouring the books. Can all of you make stealth checks with Pass Without a Trace to make your way in undisturbed?
The whole
34!
21.
Thing for that book. Was it within that one tonight?
There's been a few. And so far, the worst thing is I've been the only one to crit.
Oh no, we've had a couple of crits, but everyone who's crit's got a -1 on.
No, but as in like in attacks is what I meant.
Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, you guys make your way in, and you see this creature, and you just hear the wet slopping, and you hear the ripping of paper as it is chewing. It doesn't notice you guys immediately.
I stay here. I have plan, and I'll sneak up.
Okay, move up very slowly.
I guess I'll creep 30.
I'm creeping along with to try and keep you within.
Go for it.
I'm basically trying to get to here. And I want to basically.
You would need to make a separate stealth check now. Now you've left Pass Without a Trace.
Okay.
And you do so gracefully, dodging piles of slime and creaking and corpses of salamanders. You gracefully make your way up and into that little nookie.
So what I want to do is get the general's little story, roll it up into a paper ball, and throw it where he's eating.
Okay.
Like if I throw it into his mouth, or throw it where it's like into the next pile he's eating, basically. So is that like a dex?
If you're trying to maintain stealth, it'd be sleight of hand.
Right.
Because this is you maintaining it and not breaking stealth.
Fair. Why is my stats coming up? Please, stats, come up. I love internet. 2 seconds.
Okay. You give your seconds. 1, 2. Where are you, Ben?
There we go. Back up.
Nice.
Ugh.
As you throw it, you kind of do a as you throw it, and it turns and it vaguely looks in your direction, and it hears the chink of the parchment, and it doesn't pay any attention, and it's as it starts creeping very slowly towards you. It doesn't quite see you yet, but it is aware something or someone is there. You feel any second now you're gonna get your cover busted.
Can I scamper away stealthily over this direction?
Make a stealth check with disadvantage.
Okay. Right. Disadvantage. Stealth. 9.
As you turn, you just hear as you just step into a big pile of sludge, and you kind of turn around at this point as it is looming over you, and you kind of like feel on your shoulder before you turn around. Feel a couple of drips of the goo, the purple goo, and you feel the as it burns.
I cast Severe Strike, and I move 60 feet this way, so don't get. I can just zip out, and then I'll dash as my action as well.
Okay, do that, and then it will be initiative once more.
Yeah, but I'd say seeing him do that, it will be a quick point to Hunter's Mark this creature.
That's 30.
Only 2 will use the Mark of the Hunter.
And that's 30.
Ooh.
Zoom.
Don't know why he rolled. Nothing to do. That's it, but...
Oh, look at my initiative just keep going further and further down the bloody board.
Yeah.
I mean, you're trying.
Yeah. Yeah.
Come on, man. I've had to think it 4. Oh, jeez.
Yes. I'm the bottom of the nat one.
And that's what you're celebrating, Liam. Okay.
Yes. I'm still quite in the middle, actually.
Going first.
He doesn't like us tonight.
The one that was fleet-footed. The one that was master of oh fucks. General. You oh fucked your last oh fuck. What are you doing?
Oh, fuckery.
Yes! Ah! I don't know what I never expect to always be at height of advantage. So he's still in worm form.
Yep.
I'm just gonna fire with my bow for the moment.
Go for it, dude.
Ignore that. Just take the left one.
Yep. Well, a 19 will hit.
6 piercing.
Going to 12 as it takes more damage than you would have expected. Is that your turn, my dear boy?
Yeah, he will move. He'll try and get on top of this bookshelf for the moment.
Okay, just make a simple athletics check for me, please.
13.
13. I think we'll allow it. I think that'll be just enough. As you guys continue pushing forward, as one thing that I forgot to do, which I'm going to do now, is its lair action. As it does have a lair action. As it kind of picks up a book and just kind of shakes it with its mouth as the walls in the room start to shift and change around you. As you are all teleported. You can feel yourself as your feet hits as the waves are rocking, and you can see this giant squid that is on the deck of the ship just slapping its tentacles around, the wind brushing and slapping against you as it has seemingly dragged you in to this unknown world. It rears its tendrils at you and it is poised, ready to strike. But, Woodella, Wellington, you have the initiative.
Okay, Danny, you're going to have to tell us what the initiative is, because the only thing that's on the turn order now is the Bookworm.
Wait.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. What? That's weird.
Doesn't tell us when you swap from different place to different place.
I didn't know that. My apologies. Woodella. So I'm just going to kind of shrink that down and hide it because there is literally no use to it now. Sorry, guys.
Fine.
I didn't know that was a thing.
No.
Actually, wait, hang on. If I close it and reopen it, can I... Does it come back? No.
No.
Shit. Oh well. Sorry, guys. I'll just have to tell you.
I
This
think
is why
there's a
you
change
use
in
paper.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but everyone can see it this way. But go on, Woodella, what are you doing?
I don't know whether this would work. Okay. Um. I think it's time for calamari, maybe. I'm gonna guiding bolt it. Fuck it. I don't know what to do.
Yes, that spell that always works.
Yeah, well, honestly, I don't have that many spells, and suddenly we're in the ocean. And my other decision was, and I didn't know if it would work, would be to destroy water. And yeah, you know what? Fuck it. It's in water, right? The thing.
The ship is in the process of sinking, so it's kind of in water, technically, yes, despite the visual.
Okay. Would you classify a squid as an open container?
What?
It contains water, and there are bits of it
She's trying to do the bullshit for create, destroy water.
No.
I know. I literally, I was going to do guiding. You know what? I'm going to do guiding bolt. Never mind Michael, trying to poo-poo my idea. I
wasn't poo-pooing your idea. I was pointing out you were using guiding bolt, that spell that never works.
A 19 to hit.
Oh, look, it worked.
A 19, unfortunately, will hit.
Okay. So it hit.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Cool. And it'll do 11 points of radiant damage, and the next attack against it has advantage. I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, it's not the one that forces it to reveal itself. I didn't have fairy.
Nice.
That's the movie.
On that note, though, we're gonna move over to Petwood.
I'm gonna move a little bit if it's okay. I'm just gonna move behind Emperor Palpatine. Yeah.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Moving up onto the top deck.
Okay.
Yep.
That's absolutely fine.
I will take 2 shots against this creature.
By all means, good sir, go for it. What is your 2 hit rolls?
I will roll with advantage. Because,
okay. Why?
Because guiding bolt.
Yes, correct.
Target.
Thank you. Ooh, a 16 just hits.
Oh, goody. And it's already taken damage, correct?
Yes.
And my hunter's mark is still applied to it.
Yes, because even though it's changed form, it's still it.
Goody. Wow, that was shocking. Fury of the Small added as well.
Over.
I'm going to re-roll that Colossus Slayer die down.
Okay.
Because I can re-roll 1 die of piercing damage.
Yep, so that 1 is now going to become a 2.
2. So that's
yay! Way! Moving on.
No, that was my first shot.
Okay, sorry. Staying with.
That should not be advantage.
Well, 20 will hit either way.
8 points of damage.
It's not bad at all, guys. Not bad at all. Moving on. Rabbit. What are you doing, my boy?
I will shoot my longbow, please.
Well, you can try.
Back at 10 foot. $19
will hit.
Oh, I got a hunter's clock up as well. So let's roll that damage first. Then 9 plus.
I'm guessing you're a medium creature then.
No, I'd roll disadvantage.
Okay.
Not bad. Yeah, no, it takes this damage as it is incredibly wounded from this volley of attacks that you guys have just unleashed upon it.
And for my second attack, I'm going to do more of the same. So
A 9
9.
will not hit.
And that's the end of my turn.
Well done. Well done. It's your turn.
Well done, William. Okay, I'm going to get out 2 javelins
Okay.
to attack it with. First one.
14 is not enough, I'm afraid. As it sails just wide.
Second javelin then.
You need to improve, good sir. A 9 will not hit.
Non-Newtonian squid.
No, unfortunately not.
Okay, I shall move up to there. Bonus action, I shall rage.
Okay. Okay.
Now come and hit me.
Pinkie Pie! It is you. What are you doing? Pinkie Power!
I'm going to cast Vicious Mockery at it.
Okay.
I'm going to say, your mother's a mole and your dad's a worm.
Okay. Okay.
League level.
Yeah.
So it needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Yup.
18.
Yeah, that passes. So DC 15. So.
It kind of just cocks its head at you, almost bemused if it could smile.
I'm going to bonus action. Bardic Inspiration on whoever this weird thing is here closest to it.
Well done.
Well done, then.
No,
Thank
well
you.
done to you. Are you done?
Done, yeah.
The bookworm's turn now. It is going to use its tentacles to drag itself forward 10 feet. It is going to make 2 tendril strikes at well done, followed by a bite attack. As the bite attack, as it lurches back, and you can kind of see the beak of the squid, as it crits. As it crits. Holy shit, that's gonna hurt a lot.
Good thing
Okay.
he's raging.
Yep. That is...
Yeah,
yeah?
So at one of them, I'm going to use a reaction from my tail.
Which shows what?
Can add an extra D8 on my AC.
It doesn't matter, it's a crit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not going to say on the crit, I mean.
You take 20 points of psychic damage as it bites into you, and you are swallowed whole. You are now counted as blinded and restrained. You have total cover to attacks outside, and you take a further 1 point of psychic damage. So all of this was psychic damage. Let me
On a
remind.
positive, you're inspired.
Which doesn't rage unless you're a bear totem. It will not.
No, even if you're a bear totem.
I thought it was
No,
force, so it's the one that it doesn't.
No. Psychic is the only thing bear totem doesn't block.
Ah, got it.
That's why you need a Kalashtar at that point.
Okay. And following the fact that it now has no one to target these tentacles, it's going to move another 10 feet forward, and it's going to make its tendril slashes at General instead. With it, and you can kind of see its mouth just kind of like grinding as it's trying to bite down, as it makes 1 tendril for a 14 and 2 tendril for a 17. Do either of those hit? Both of those hit?
General, you're lambing.
Your Liam is showing. They both hit. I have just double checked. This is why having Roll20 sheets is accessible is useful. Because I can just check. So, he is going to take damage from both attacks, which is...
Oh, you're attacking me?
Yes!
Alright.
That's why he said general.
Alright.
Both attacks hit, and you dealt a combined 18 points of psychic damage.
Alright.
And yeah, as its turn finishes, it is going to...
Lair action?
Yes, with its lair action. It is going to fling you all into a different world, and well done, this is a very, very interesting experience for you. As you are kind of like expelled from this creature, but and for the sake of, I will place you next to him, as you are all flung away again, with the exception of well done, as now you're in this cemetery on a moonlit night, and you can see this large vampiric humanoid form with a wry grin and a long weapon at his side, as he's ready to charge towards you all. General, it's your turn.
Yes. Okay, I'm going to fire longbows.
Okay, fire the longbow. A 15 is a miss, I am afraid. Just.
No, that was his first shot.
Oh, 15 misses. Still.
Was advantage? What?
I don't think it was.
You are a kobold. You are a small creature using a longbow.
Pack tactics.
Pack tactics. Then yes.
Yes.
Because well done, yeah. Well done.
I don't. Okay. Yeah.
Just
I think
take
they
it.
got rid of that in the newest one, but I'll take it. I'll just shoot again.
You're using the legacy version.
All right.
I don't care. It's fine. A 24 will hit, though. That is
nice.
Good to know.
That's some spicy hits.
As
this
that is unlucky. That is 1 point under nice.
Oh God. Okay. Yep.
Is that you complete?
Yep.
Wadella, would you like to do something useful? Paging Wadella. Yes.
I'm here. Hello,
Okay.
can you hear me?
yes.
What is going on? Like, it's just going to take us to next place, isn't it?
Make it dead, then we don't have to deal with it.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna sacred flame it.
Okay.
Well, it's a vampire, right? And
It is.
Even the map tells me that they don't like radiant stuff. So.
No, yeah. So it is a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah.
How's a 10 get me?
You get 6 points of radiant damage.
I don't think so. It does a lot more than you would expect given the form it is in, as it does 12.
Yeah.
As you are bang on with your assumption, as depending on the form it is in and the fictitious world it has drug you to, its vulnerabilities and resistances seem to morph and change.
I very much doubt fire was going to be something we could have done on the last one, so I don't know what the Kraken would have been.
Yeah. I'll share it with you after.
Yay.
But yeah, radiant. Do holy damage. It don't like it. End of my turn.
Okay.
That's literally it. I will move a little bit, like 5-10 feet over here somewhere. There we go. End of my turn. Thank you very much.
Edward?
Okay. Make it holy. Okay.
I fire my...
Yeah. Very literal interpretation. 24 does hit, though. Oh! Baby. This thing is starting to look hurt, man.
That's good.
You take 16 points of damage. A 16 just hits. Hey, that's
I
another...
re-roll the hunter's mark.
Okay.
Because it's 10 points of damage.
Ouch.
Still, you have to take the new damage. Whatever.
Yeah, I know. But still a good chunk of damage in both turns. That was 26 points of damage as these two bolts just thunk thunk. As he kind of just laughs at you, like, mockingly.
I'm going to enjoy eating you later.
Rabbit, it's your turn, buddy.
Okay.
Rabbit shoe.
I am going to use my longbow again. At the disadvantage.
A
23 hit, sorry.
I believe it does, yeah.
So that's 11. And I believe my...
Hunter's mark is still there.
Okay, whose vibrator is on the table?
I'll clear that then.
It's technically a butt plug, and I am now on vibrating it.
You're now connected to the web via your anus.
That's why he said he loved the internet. Got it.
That's an idea for Danny to use on his stream.
Wow!
Yes.
You shouldn't have said nothing there, Ben.
Double
Do
crit!
2 bits of full
Well
power.
done, Liam.
Double crit! All the way.
Oh,
Buddy.
Oh.
so hang on, that
14 points of piercing damage. Damn, son.
Hold on. Does Hunter's Mark only go off once?
no, Hunter's marks every time it takes damage.
And it
Okay.
will, so it's another 1d6 plus 6. So that's 10, another 10. Holy shit.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to back away quickly down to a third.
Well done, dude. Well done.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I'll just move back and then
No, well done.
Oh, sorry.
I love it, this. Okay, bonus action of doing another coat of spice off fire this time on the great axe.
Yeah. As you do that, Michael, are you okay to stay a little late?
I can do a little late.
Okay,
but
that's
not too
fine.
certain for how long.
That's absolutely fine. I mean, given how much you fuck this creature up, it ain't got long left in it.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Okay, then 2 attacks with the great EX.
Twelve is not enough. Unfortunate.
Second attack.
19 hits.
Nice. So that is 40 points of slashing damage.
Do you want to describe to me the finishing blow, buddy?
Oh.
Oh, I'm going to literally just chop its head off.
Yeah, so you kind of, like, as it recoils from the devastating longbow shot, you just kind of hook the curved part of the great axe around it, and you yank him down, and you try, and that's it, and you miss the first strike. And then you kind of just go, fuck this, no delicacy. Bang! And you just do a slicing cross, and it just absolutely spins the man's jaw. It doesn't cut his head off, but it does do a deep laceration, because you notice that the second that cut happens and he starts to fall backwards, the room re-shudders, and in front of you, you've got the reeling, large neck and bulbous form of the slug-like bookworm as it just falls backwards, and gurgles and dies.
It will have a bit of fire flavour to it as well.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to put some spice into it. Nice.
Oh, yes.
Hey, go.
Crack all this meat, then go cook.
Who is cutting the meat?
I think there's 3 rangers that probably all have...
If they've got the butcher...
Okay.
That's just cutting anything. I've got the butcher trait, but yeah.
Hang on. I'd say the butcher one.
Just as cutting.
He cuts down the cutting time of any ingredient by half. I'm the tracker, so I get the best cut. Thanks to my knowledge of animals, you can attempt to cut the best piece of meat to use in a dish.
There you go then.
Good. So, can you make for me a survival check? Because this determines the quality of meat.
Okie dokie, doodly chuck. Something.
And because you are a tracker, as you've just pointed out, you have more better options available to you regardless. Because, like, if you was not a tracker, regardless of what you rolled, there's a ceiling. When you have the tracker, that ceiling is removed. Okay. You avoided getting yourself scraps, which is negative 10 points.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't get the good cut, which is the ceiling for non-trackers, at a 0 net. You just missed out by 1 point on fine cut.
Fine cuts. I know.
As you get yourself a quality cut of meat for a bonus 5 points later in the cook-off. Because he's managed to get himself a nice cut of sinew and flesh and bone, enough to make the broth, and enough that it's not going to reduce too much and be dry. It's very, very well taken.
And I'm guessing with assistance from the butcher to cut down the speed of harvesting that, yeah?
What does it, as worded, please?
Precise cutting. You can cut down the time of cutting any ingredient by half.
I'm sure that means for the next stage, but yeah.
Yeah, it's well.
Yeah, it's for the cooking stage.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
yeah, got you. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought this was part of. So
No. The cooking stage starts now.
oh, okay.
Where as you guys race your way back up, you don't see the thief anywhere. You do see the librarian. You give the keyword to entry and to leave once more as you enter yourself back.
Jumping gooseberries.
And the door is and it is opened as you all come running out, bags and sacks of meat in hand, as to roaring fans as Forestry looks around and goes, well, it looks like we have our first group back. Or did we really? As you can already see to the other side, the other group is taking bows and applause as they kind of just look you over and kind of give that nod of, sup, as they seem to have been there for 5 minutes before you.
Nice. We found this one and this one. That librarian, that thief. Good work. Now cook.
Well, I'm sure we can sort the rest out later, but there's more to be made here. The kitchens are at the bottom of the stairs. Make use of them as you will. Now, please. You don't have much time left.
We have like about an hour and a half, but yeah.
Which is about what you need to cook.
Jesse, we need to cook.
Okay, so, as I've mentioned before, this is getting into the skill challenge section. So, the first part of your recipe is, on the table in front of you, you have celeries, onions, potatoes, and bay leaves, as well as a whole sprig of thyme. Somebody, and the way I'm going to work this is because the party's bigger than normal, I'm going to say each task has to be done in pairs, and will automatically have advantage. Because of that advantage, I'm going to do like what we do with passive perception and stuff, and I'm going to add 5 to the DC. Because obviously you guys are a bigger party than normal, do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, the first section is dicing all of these vegetables, adding the bay leaves and sprig of thyme, as well as 1 tablespoon of oil and a tablespoon of melted butter, to the cut bookworm pieces, and put them all into even cubes. Who is going to be doing that?
Well, I'll do the cutting. Like, that makes sense.
Okay.
I mean, the seasoning can't. I mean, is it different roles?
This is going to be a strength or dexterity based check, as this is all knife play based.
Okay. Okay.
And, yeah.
Should I help?
How can you help?
Probably seasonal, but
So
It's
who
done
is
very quick, but not great.
well? Hang on. Who is help in general because it's meant to be advantage?
Well, I was going to help if there was nothing else.
Okay. So general roll once more.
Right. No.
With great haste and probably a little carelessness, you very quickly dice the celery, onions, and potatoes. You add the bay leaves, and amongst all the other bits, you cut the bookworm meat. Probably not as good a job as you could do, but it was quick. The second part is adding the mix into the pan, and then stir in 2 tablespoons of plain flour until the mixture is smooth and the ingredients form a consistent sauce. This is going to be an intelligence or wisdom based for spotting that consistency. 2 people. Who's doing it? And I will say, for the sake of, until all the other players have done an action.
Yeah, we can't do anything.
Yeah. So out of the 4 that haven't gone, who's doing this?
Well, I'm saying I'm a chef. That's one of my feats. So
Okay.
I don't mind doing this one.
Who is helping you?
I don't mind, but I was going to say for the next set that. So what is it again? It's
Intelligence or wisdom?
I will use my wisdom, please.
Do so with advantage, please.
What was it? Intelligence or wisdom?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, keep me out of this one then, because I'm crap on both.
I'd say you assist. Granted advantage.
Yeah, and I'll assist.
So wisdom check.
Please do, yeah.
Okay. That's 21.
Okie-dokie. Very carefully, as the other 2 come with the cut ingredients and start adding them to the pan, you stir, you add the plain flour, you stir, and you very carefully and eagerly-eyed watch over until it gets to just that right consistency, and you stop stirring and bring it off the heat, and you do so, you're confident, very, very well. The third part, which is going to be done by Rabbit and Well Done, you 2 are going to need to add water and stir vigorously until achieving a smooth mixture. This is a dex or strength-based check. One of you roll it with advantage, please.
That was yours, Liam.
Sorry, that.
Strength or dex? One of you
Strength or
pick.
dex?
My dex is a bit better.
I say I've got slightly better in strength.
Fuck it, odds or evens, pick one now.
Then my dex is better than my strength.
Yes, pick
Odds.
one. Odds, okay. Right, Adam, you're doing it.
Roll with advantage, please.
So, strength check.
Okay. Using the spoon and the heat to try and cook and break down the ingredients inside to get this smooth consistency for the thick, hearty stew that you want, keeping the meat intact. You put your arms into it, you rush, you work, and you notice everything starts to break down just right as you stop the stirring process, just where you think it's good. Next, refreshing everyone's actions back in. I need 2 people specifically, to cover and put the item in the oven for 20 minutes and regularly checking to make sure the stew is cooking evenly. This is another wisdom or intelligence-based check. 2 of you, 1 with advantage.
I don't mind giving advantage to any of these, because there's nothing charisma-wise here.
You're going to come in, Carl, in the presentation phase.
Yeah, that's what I say.
I think it's going to be Rose, isn't it?
Like the baking thing, right? We're literally
Yeah.
baking.
I'll assist you. Go for it.
Oh, does someone want to help
Roll.
me?
Yeah, he is helping.
Okay. Didn't know if we didn't want to use him because he's going to be in the presentation stage.
I don't know if we're at the. We'll probably nowhere near the presentation.
That'll refresh, I guess.
There's 7 steps altogether.
So yeah, we've got
20.
Okay. Very well done. As you keep an eye, and he cooks very well and evenly over time. You occasionally peek in, and you kind of just tweak a little thing here and there. You move the pan around in the oven, and it cooks seemingly evenly. So, while the stew is cooking, I'm going to need 2 people, now this is strength or dex based, to put some oil in a saucepan on a medium heat, add some garlic slices, and saute them, stirring constantly until the garlic is golden brown.
Dexterity. I could do that.
Dex or strength.
I'll give him advantage.
Dexterity it is.
Ooh.
Nice, guys, nice. Some good check numbers here. The garlic very quickly on the heat gets to that nice golden brown colour over the next 5 minutes or so, and you're confident that this is pretty magnifico. Next.
We are making choice about the...
Yeah, I'm kind of turning to the others. We are making choice about the extra spices.
Next phase. And I'm going to need for the last 2 to add some rice, butter, and water to the pan, cover it, and then bring it to a simmer, then immediately turn it down to a medium-low. This is another intelligence or wisdom out of the two people that are left. One of you with advantage, please, guys.
If Liam's built his ranger well,
Yeah.
I shall give advantage to Liam because mine is just pants.
yeah.
Liam, advantage, wisdom, or intelligence, whichever is higher.
Hopefully wisdom.
No, his wisdom's a -1, remember?
Why did he roll intelligence?
Because his wisdom's a -1.
Why is he... okay. Does he know how rangers work?
He might not have any spells that require saves. But
Yeah, that's true.
unfortunately,
Oh, God.
some of the...
Lucky.
Okay.
God damn.
We'll check exactly what Lucky does, and I
You get to re-roll.
You can re-roll a dice.
So just another one, yeah.
I'll just roll a d20, and I'll...
Yep.
I'm going to give him bardic inspiration.
Never mind.
Jesus Christ.
You can lucky again, you know. You can lucky again.
Okay, I'll lucky again.
I'm going to say you have 3 charges, don't you?
Yeah.
Jesus
You
Christ.
need it.
Okay.
Need it.
12.
I'm going to say, can I bardic inspire him?
I will say you're allowed to, yeah. You can shout some words of encouragement. What do you shout, though, is the key part here.
All right, then. Liam, focus. You can do this.
Who's Liam?
Who's Liam?
Sorry, not Liam.
Reddit.
Rabbit, you can do this. Follow the force of the smell. Use the herbs and spices inspire you.
And what's that?
Don't forget your taste in it.
And what's that? A D68?
Whatever bardic inspiration is. I don't know.
I don't know if it's an 8 yet or not.
Yeah, it's on the cusp. I think it's
1d8.
nice. So Liam, throw a D8 into it if you wish.
Good.
Okay.
Good.
Very quickly,
19.
the rice was starting to go very thick and stodgy, and as you were stirring it through, you was kind of getting into a bit of a fluff for a bit. The words of inspiration kind of, you give yourself a moment and you add a bit more water and a bit more butter, and the bardic saved it. The bardic saved it. Bang on the DC. Like he needed a 7 or higher on the D8, and he fucking got it. Nice one.
Good.
As there was very, very close to some issues there, but saved. Last step before the final presentations and other bits and bobs you can do before presenting. This all now needs to cook for 10 minutes until all liquid is absorbed by the rice. Tilt the saucepan to check. It's going to be an intelligence or a wisdom-based check. One person with advantage, please.
Oh, I can give advantage, not a problem.
I'd say
I won't use it.
Well, we'll save you to start working for what the presentation's going to be, shall we?
Okay.
So, I will assist whoever does this.
Me or Rose, I guess. I've got 2 wisdom. Or +2 wisdom, sorry.
Miss Wisdom?
Plus wisdom. Are you okay for me to do it?
Yep. I will assist you.
Go.
Don't forget. Wait a minute. Wait. Don't they like spicy food?
That comes after. That comes
afterwards.
That's literally the next step. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was getting a bit panicked. I was like, we've gone
Don't
really
worry.
far.
Don't worry. That is literally the next step. I appreciate you've remembered though, because I was going to remind you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. 22.
Nice. So yeah, you wait and you slowly add, make sure the rice is all absorbed, and as that is done, you've got the rice onto the plate. You get the stewed meat out of the oven. You have 2 choices now, guys, because both the rice and the stew itself are 2 components, 2 parts of the dish. They are both plain currently in flavour. If anybody has an ability, they can spend 10 minutes to alter the flavour of one or both parts from plain to whatever their ability says.
I mean, I can do sweet. But,
I can do spicy.
Yeah, why don't we do a sweet and spicy kind of flavour? It's interesting. I mean,
Sweet
the only
ones.
profiles we can do, isn't it? Is sweet, spicy, or plain. And
Yeah.
from what I remember, he doesn't like plain, and he likes a mixture. Is that right?
Yeah, what you were told is he likes spicy food, but he doesn't like all of his food to be one flavour.
Sweet and spicy? Like a sweet and sour?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Nice, guys. So yeah, you turn the stew into a very spicy broth, and what you start doing is you start adding some cinnamon bark, and you let that simmer like for the few final minutes to just imbue some of that sweetness and different parts. You scrape some vanilla pods, and you just let some of that break in. Yeah, tiny bit of honey and mix it in. So yeah, well done. That's added now. Next question.
Nice.
Do we have a presenter in the party?
It looks like it's me for all your sins. I am sorry.
So you have so you're the presenter cooking class. The food is now complete. You can spend 10 minutes, if you so wish, to make sure the dish just looks perfect on the plate. Would you like to do so?
Sorry again.
It's his ability.
Yes.
Well, I'm the talker. I'm not the presenter. I'm just a chef.
Oh, so you don't have the presenter class. Okay, good. So
we thought you did have. Sorry.
No, I'm just a chef, but I'm the talker, aren't I?
So you didn't take the extra little thing to add to it?
No.
Okay. And because the group has a tracker, and the tracker is the one that obtained the cut of meat, obviously there are no deductions of points there.
Mm-hmm.
You hope, with the last pieces that you've put together, that everything is enough. That you have enough as the other team starts to cook, and Forestry is waiting at a table, elegantly awaiting the first team to bring the food. This is where it's going to get into its high stakes now. Who is taking the dish?
I think we will let the bard do that.
That's very kind of you.
Remember, remember, you need to say how good the town is and how good he is.
What's the town's name again?
It's on the screen.
Oh, God.
Okay. So I'm on my D&D Beyond thing.
It's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay. Unfortunately, guys, I am going to have to head out. So
you can silently watch from Twitch.
I would. Yeah, I'll find out from the end. But
okay. Sorry.
Thanks for the game, Yanni. It has been a lot of fun.
Good night, mate.
Next game, because obviously we won't be doing the stats, so we'll be able to finish the mushroom one.
Yeah, if I can, I'll see if I can try and join that one.
Yeah.
See
you later on.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
So Carl, you take the dish and you head over to Forestry. What do you do as you bring the dish over, or do you just simply bring it over and place it down?
What's the Lord's name again? This dude.
Forestry.
Forestry.
Mm-hmm.
Right, okay. So I'd walk up to him, holding the dish, and I'd give him a quiet nod. So, good evening, Forestry. Thank you very much for taking the time out of your day to taste our food. May I present my team's stew? And I'd place on the table in front of him. And I must say, you're looking very fine today, so I hope this will meet all your taste buds and let it glow with joy in this wonderful town of Talaba that you have. And before I leave you, I want to say thank you once again to allowing us to take part in this competition. All you wonderful people around Talaba. This is great and great honour of ours. And I wonder if you do enjoy this, I will happily stick around longer and form more grand celebration foods for you. And I'll just give him another nod and bow and I'll take a step back.
All right. Well, there's certainly one for talking, if not a little too much, but okay. So, tell me, this here, how did you come about making it the way you have? The group you've made, the friends you've made, and how you hunted the beast down. Tell me, how does this dish represent you all?
The library.
Wait, they're asking us?
He's asking Pinkie Pie specifically.
Okay.
Pinkie,
Oh, that's you.
do you have no words about how this dish reflects any of you here?
Why is no one talking? No.
Go.
Oh, are you there, dude? Oh, disappointing.
Hello?
Oh, there we
Hello.
go. There we go. Okay, he's back.
Water's affected my laptop. It's starting to play up a bit.
Ah.
Because I spilt my glass of water on it. And I was like, ugh. Right,
Well,
I didn't blemish it with the tale of the journey through the library, and then how each part of that journey inspired us to create this broth, and then at the end of it, how our passion went into it to ensure that the tastes match the splendor of the journey through the library.
well done, well done. I'm sure it was a very perilous journey, and you must have all worked yourself extremely hard. So,
Well,
You hear from the curtain.
is there any issues with this dish that I should know about? If you were to make this dish once more, say if you had a little more time, would there be anything you would improve, maybe?
well, personally, I think we've put as much as into it we can, and we've tried to give it the best, and I believe it is the best from where we tasted ourselves.
Good to hear. So, your display and your bout of affection for the town here of Talaba, where did that come from? What was your inspiration behind that?
Well, I believe that the beauty of this town of Talaba itself speaks for itself, and only the best must come here. So, again, if this dish meets your requirements, I would wish to learn more from the people around here to ensure that my dishes are always excel, and especially to meet your own tastes.
Well, that is exquisite to know, so please go and join your compatriots. I will delect myself in your dish, and I will receive the others to hopefully shortly. I will begin my deliberation and get back to you very soon with the results.
Danny,
Thank you.
Yes?
is there any opportunity to sabotage the other team?
You would have probably about 5 or so minutes to do so while they're still finishing off their dish and you guys are presenting. The question is how, because your kitchens are next to each other, but it is open. Do you know what I mean? You're cooking out of like stalls that were set up in the middle of the open.
I'll leave it then. Yeah.
It's not worth the risk.
No.
Tell me, because we could have a cat knock some salt into their food or something.
No, I'll be like, what happens if something goes wrong with theirs?
What? Should be doing all right.
Might not be worth risk.
And if we win, then we've won at our own merit, right? I should do like a really weird thumbs up, but don't forget she's like a foot tall, so it's like
Yeah.
A few
you're
moments
just hearing this disembodied beneath the table.
Yeah. A few moments later, the other team will bring their dish and will present a grand gesture of the common folk appeasing their lord, the one that's hailed over them for decades and hopefully many, many more. A well-fined and tuned dish is presented to them with the cuts of the bookworm that they had slain, similar to you guys. The food is tasted by Foresty, and the procession is almost at an end. Eventually, you will all gather on the stage once more, as you all did earlier in the day. Teams lined up to the left, to the right, with the dwarven figure in the middle, with the wand at his neck ready to announce, as Foresty hands him a piece of paper with the results. But before, he speaks for himself first. Well, I must say, both of you did stellar work. Not only have you rid these creatures from our public library and made them safe once more for our great people here at Taliba to enjoy once more, but you have put on a show. A good show of camaraderie, combativeness, and competitiveness, and I must say I'm proud of both of you, but there can only be one winner. And I think the winner is clear. So, if my dear friend Gunther, if you don't mind, please tell the people my thoughts. And he will put the wand to his mouth. And right, so according to Lord Forestry's findings, the Talibanian troop here have garnered themselves 84 points, creating a wonderfully sweet stew with quality cuts of meat and following the recipe to the letter. Congratulations, lads. And there is applause and cheer as they take bows. But allow me to report on the goings of the Dream Crusher Eaters. If I remember right, they created a sweet and spicy dish using less quality cuts of meat, also following the recipe to the letter. But Forestry would like to point out that the inclusion of a mix of flavours and the inclusion of spicy ingredients is what swayed his favour, as they are today's winners with 89 points. And there is raucous cheer and clapping as you guys kind of have that jump in the air freeze frame moment. And they'll be taking home the grand prize of 7,000 gold.
Oh,
And there is like a renewed cheer. Oh, well done, all of you. As Forrest returns, I think some of these people here would like to think the beers are on you tonight. Good work, all of you. We will bring that prize money to you very, very shortly. I am going to retire to my home, and I hope to see you all again in the near future for the next trial. One that indeed my mother will be residing over. In the trial of the Mushroom King.